All right. I think so. I haven't even looked at it myself because I'm posting real quick, but I'm with you. Yeah, if you want to call him up. Yeah. No, you're good. You're good. You're not mute. Oh, on this thing? I'm like, I can hear you. Okay, hold on. We have time. We got time. Don't worry about it. I'm still posting. It's cool. I was like, awesome, dude. Live stream.
Default. There we go. YouTube test test. You want to talk really quick to test?
Yeah,
All right, I think we
yeah.
should be set. Can you guys hear me now? I was talking to myself.
No, we're good. You sound like me yesterday when the shit was busting out. I was
Yeah,
pumped, bro. I was
I'm
pumped
telling you,
yesterday.
YouTube doesn't want us to see GameStop price action today. It's not an ordinary day like we were just stating. 161.
Let
I'm
me see if I have
banana
audio.
now.
Hold on.
Welcome back to the channel. I feel like it's been
160. I do.
months since I've seen these people. I've seen you guys. But we're joined none other than the man, the myth, the legend. Guys, I don't even think he needs an introduction. Like almost all my channel follows you.
No, bro, I appreciate that,
He
man.
knows all the DD info on GameStop. I have a couple topics, a couple questions that I want to talk about with him today, and I'm excited to see what
What's up for
happens
me?
with GameStop. And congrats on all the channel success, Marantz Rantz
Yeah,
on
thank
YouTube.
you. Thank you so much. Hey, guys, good morning. First, I want to thank Ralph for having me on. Obviously, we're up early, and usually my show is about 2 hours later. The markets are actually settled, and we know what's happening, and we can reflect off of that. Right now, a lot of uncertainty. We don't know if the news is real, if the covers are real. There's so much that's unspoken right now. So I'm looking at it. I've been staring at it. I slept 3 hours last night, so I think I'm like all of you guys, just curious as to what's happening. But the channels are different. If you look, and I don't mean YouTube channels. I'm talking about these upward trending channels right here for GameStop versus AMC. If you guys are looking, AMC's been battling within the same dollar range. It's been $23 and within that $1. That's what I'm talking about. So from 23.16 up to about 23.97, they've been in this channel and they're mimicking the same movements as GameStop as far as the charts look, or they're trying to, but GameStop's something else. GameStop's come up from 147 all the way to 164 right now in the last 2 hours, where AMC unfortunately has come back down to where they were even yesterday during the actual trading day. So I don't know what's happening. I wish I knew. I can't tell you that it's the Wall Street Journal articles. I think they're cover articles. I think it's all fake news. I think they're putting that out because they don't want to admit the embarrassment of having to cover the ETFs that are on the threshold list, and therefore making sure, well, actually giving you confirmation that we already know the manipulation is real. So here comes a huge drag down right now in the markets right before we open. We're opening in 3 minutes, guys. So we're just watching the meters. We're hanging out. And of course, we have plenty of questions like, what are real chicken nuggets versus fake chicken nuggets? That's my main question. But good morning, guys. And thank you guys so much. Marantz Rantz, plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. There you go.
I love that intro. I'm telling you, that intro just like makes me smile. That's the. You said
Mm-hmm.
people were copying your intro. I think I caught that
Oh,
yesterday.
oh man, it's crazy. I got people out there trying to copy intro, outro. Um, some guys like can't stop, won't stop. Yeah, it never stops. And I was like, huh? Bro, I don't know. I don't know. Be honest with you, my wife is the one who got my outro done in my
Mhm.
head. Like I was sitting here, I was doing it. I was like, "Hey, I bet I'm gonna say this at the end of my videos," and she was like, "You should say it like this." Boom, and there it was. And yeah, I can't take all the credit for myself, but this is a family play for everyone, guys. The stock. And then if you don't see the intrinsic value in GameStop, you are absolutely ridiculous. So I just leave it there.
And I also want to include the chat because I think one thing we did last time was kind of
Oh yeah.
not talk to the chat and even just questions you guys might have. We'd be more than glad to just bring them up. Rich Jacob says fake chicken nuggets are like the ones from McDonald's. Every third one is shaped like the United States.
That's good. That's good because it's true. It's forever true. But let me do something. I'm gonna bring up the chat on my screen so that I can
Uh-huh.
keep track of it. I know that I subscribe to you so I can look at it. And all I have to do
Um,
is turn down the volume so
Robert
I
Brown is
don't hear
here and he
myself first.
says, "What the hell are you talking on? You sound like you're in a bucket or a well." Is
I
it?
mean, I can change it because I use this microphone
Uh,
because it's on my headphones. I could go to the like my
no, he's
real
talking about me.
microphone. No, he's talking about me. Trust me. He says, "Oh, that was Marantz talking in a bucket." Ha ha ha.
Oh
So he's
wait.
talking about me. It's cool though. Um, which I don't care. The truth is, I could use my other microphones, but then I wouldn't be able to hear you, or I'd have to turn on my speakers and hear you through my speakers. It's just too much. This is different, guys.
The market just opened. Can you guys hear me well on YouTube?
Hell yeah, I
Bob
can
was
hear you.
coming down. So one thing today, oh gosh, look at that. Well, okay, here, look, you see this gap up here in Alibaba? This is one thing we
Mhm.
didn't see in GameStop. GameStop just shot up on a candle.
Right.
So that's great.
So, like that gap was that after hours?
For Wababa, no, it was
Yeah,
pre-market right now.
pre-market. Okay,
Yeah.
because you saw what happened to all the China stocks the other day. I don't know if you did. They were down like 10%, twelve
Yeah, a
percent.
lot of them coming down.
So here we go. Open 156 on GameStop.
Not bad.
Well,
You said this was
what?
around max pain level, right?
150, 150.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what's crazy is you'll see this sell off right here at the open for anyone, any day trader that was, or anyone yesterday who was buying the stock, right? If you bought it like at open, if you bought it while the market was open yesterday at 130s
Mm-hmm.
and you open right now, you'll jump out, right? Like if you're
Yeah.
my brother, this guy. A shout out to my brother who finally bought in on GameStop this morning. So he can no longer lie and say he didn't buy in. So he did buy in, and good amount for him, and we'll see how it goes. But everyone, hang on.
I want to see a rally back to 175 because, like we mentioned, 180 was like that previous wall or resistance we had here for quite some time.
Yeah, it'll be our new support once this all settles in. We're still waiting for these ETFs to close and cover. They have some exposure that they have to close and cover and deliver. So we'll see how that works coming up within the next 14 trading days from now until the 21st. I don't want to say 14 trading days, 10 trading days,
Mm-hmm.
but from now until the 21st, the big options expiry date, which if you guys didn't see the options chain, it increased on the put side about 7,000 puts. And then on the call side, about 17,000 calls yesterday. And these might have been after hours only because of the action you saw that happened yesterday. Additionally, today, expiring right now, 4,000, 5,000 more calls were bought last night. So there are gamblers out here. There are people trying to hit it rich.
Mm-hmm.
And I doubt they're going to make the money. I doubt they're going to hit it because they're probably trying to buy calls at like 180, 170,
Mm-hmm.
all the way up to like 200. Who knows where they're at? But they're willing to make those bets because, if it is the MOAS, then it's gone. But from what I can see, it's just some traction. It's just a cover story. It's not real. I have heard no announcements from GameStop, and I go fishing for it. And for the guy who says I don't go looking for it, he's probably sleeping when I'm awake looking for things. So I don't want to talk to him. But yeah, it looks
Well,
like right now the wall is 3,000 shares at 154.10. So if
mhm.
we can dig into those 3,000 shares, we'll start seeing a rebound here.
All right, yeah, I was about to bring up the rebound because usually when you have these type of rallies after hours or yeah, after hours, you have some profit takers. We've
Yeah,
seen that consistently on both AMC and GameStop. When you have these crazy spikes like this, you're gonna have your swing traders, your day traders, people locking on profits and just getting out. So let's wait for a rebound. Also for the options, wouldn't people that are like pro MOAS want people to be buying options, just
Yeah,
for the
I mean,
gamma squeeze sense.
if you're going for gamma squeeze, if that's your angle, right? So like I'm the guy who just hanging on
Mm,
with the shares. Like gamma squeeze comes and those guys provoke it, and Wall Street bets crowd, if they get that rolling, those crazies, then at that point you're just happy to be in the stock, right? I remember you said this months ago. I'm telling you, months ago, I'm pretty sure you were like, "Oh, look, I'm so happy for everyone who caught that stock." Like when Sava went up, 3 times, and a lot of things just catch up and they just get going. You don't try to chase them, but you're happy that you're in the stock you're in when it does take off, right?
hmm
Like you're so happy for everyone. So I want people lining up the streets right now and being happy for me and all my buddies and everyone else that I know. I'm telling you, hey, Ralph, by the way, you're invited to my next house party because I have 2 prerequisites whenever you come over to the house. One,
GameStop
you
owner.
have to own GameStop, yes. And then 2, you have to subscribe to the channel. So
hmm
you have both.
hmm
Yeah, so you're finally invited to the
What
party
if I have
because
COVID?
I don't give
That
a
just
shit. I'll put you in the garage, man. Put you in the garage. You'll still be there.
oh my
But
gosh.
we don't worry about that down here. We're like Texas down here. Yeah, I swear to
Was it
God.
Palm
But no,
Springs?
yeah, oh yeah. Hey guys, it's huge Republican city down here. It's just that whole area. You can't. The old white rich people. What's wrong with
Every
you?
time
This
you
is
you tell me
it's
about
great.
when I think of Palm Springs, I think of the story you told me where you drove the Ferrari, that lady's Ferrari.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely true. 100% true. I couldn't even explain it to you how it happened. I mean, I did, but I'm telling you,
Yeah.
those are the best times of my life. Not best times of my life. These are the best times of my life. I just tell you that right now. But let me say, oh, it looks like your family's in here. So hola, compa. Now, just friends. There we go. Banana Nut. I never seen you before. Hello, how we doing?
Yeah, Banana Nut
Um,
was an OG.
yeah, really. There you go. Well,
Yeah.
Ravenstown is here. We hear you. Thank you, sir, so much. And Stacks. Stacks hasn't been. I think Stacks is off today. Stacks, are you here? Because I'm telling you, Stacks has not been in live. He says, he'll come check in, and then he listens to it in the shower later while he's laughing to himself. And Rachel's like, "What the hell are you laughing about?" And listening to the channels while you're in the shower. That gives me a visual. But thank you. Oh, let's see.
Well,
Oh
the
yeah,
market
dude.
had like this negative catalyst. That's what I'm kind of worried about. I think it was the job gains slowed to 199,000.
I read that this morning.
But the estimate, that's what kind of threw everything off. The estimate was
I don't know what the estimate was. It
it
was
was
on
something
Yahoo Finance,
crazy.
right?
I'm on the
That
Wall
was.
Street Journal. Let me log in. I got
Oh,
a
okay.
student discount, so I just subscribed to this.
My God, I know it's expensive.
No, it was like 20 bucks.
Wow, wow. What is it for me? Like $400 a year?
Something crazy. I was like 20
Yeah,
bucks a year.
yeah.
Sign me up. Um, so many numbers.
It's okay. I'm looking. I'm
400K, I
I'm looking
believe.
at stuff right now. I was looking at crypto. Crypto was
Oh,
getting
I'm getting
smashed,
wrecked on
bro.
my Bitcoin. I don't even want to. It's like Bitcoin's
Yeah,
at 40K, guys.
yeah. But crypto's getting smashed. Like I don't want to say it. I want to be. I don't want to. Never mind. I gotta be. I gotta be. PC for this crowd. I get it. Respect for your channel,
It's
sir.
for
Yes, sir.
YouTube. Like like
Yeah,
that's. I would be super like rated R. I wouldn't care,
yeah.
but it's
Hey,
YouTube. YouTube gets
did you see
sensitive.
me yesterday? Did you see me yesterday? I was, oh man, I was. You got to go watch it though,
I gotta
because
rewatch it.
yeah. The thing is, Ralph, I was playing video games yesterday. I was playing TFT with Great Ape, and we're watching the market, I was watching the market while I was playing, and then I just like stopped everything. I was like, dude, do you see what's going on? And he was like, huh? Yeah. And I just ended the whole thing, just went live. I tried to hit live as fast as I could. And I was like, what the hell's going down? And it was great. So if you remember February 25th, I want to say February 25th. So February 24th of last year is the last time I saw the pre-market or after hours run like that. And that's when GameStop went from $91 to $181,
Oh yeah,
$186.
I was holding. I had
So
gotten a 40 something. No, it went down to 40
yeah, well, it was at 40, it was at 43
for a
2 days
while.
before that. And that's when my buddy was like, look at what I got. Cause you don't understand. So he signs up for Robinhood, right? And he gets a free share. And his free share was GameStop, June of 2002 of 2020. And it was like $4, $3.
hmm
He says nothing. It goes all the way to 483. He says nothing. He looks at me and goes, what do I do with this, Brent? And he knows I have a huge account. He knows all this stuff.
hmm
And I was like, what are you doing? what are you doing? You got to tell me you have stuff like this. And he's like, well, what do I do? I go, well, you should have sold it 400, like whatever. I don't know what to tell you. I was like, honestly, I think it's a good buy right now. It was like at $43.
Hmm.
And I took a picture of his phone just to like have a history of it. And he was like, well, I'm up $43. It was a free share.
Hmm.
And I was like, oh, okay. Like, yeah, all right. So the minute it bounced back up and it got to like 131, he sold. And now, ever since that day, I laugh inside because I wouldn't have sold because I
Hmm.
didn't sell. I was buying on 24th to 25th. I was buying big amount. I was buying enough.
Yeah, when it
And
came
not,
down,
yeah,
everyone had lost hope. It was right
not
like
me.
February, and I knew it was gonna rip up with AMC. I just knew it. I'm like,
Yeah,
there's
but
no
it's the
way.
25th. It's the 25th on that run right there. That's the pre-market
Yeah,
run,
25th.
if you look at it. So if you go up, I remember the day vividly, clearly, because on that Friday, it settled down at 99,
But it
99.60.
didn't run up after hours too to like
Yeah.
like 200
Yeah.
after
Well,
hours went
not 200, not 200, but it went up. It went up to like 180 something.
180. Yeah, something around that.
But I just know because I was there. But
Hmm.
everyone's there. So let's talk about this really quick for you, sir. Can we talk Tesla real quick?
Yeah,
Because I'm not a believer, right?
you
I
don't
mean, I
believe?
know not in the company. Like I believe in the stock because of the way it is, but I have an issue, and I want to talk to you about it because I'm a GameStop only type guy, and you're a Tesla first type guy.
Hmm.
Um, do you have a belief that Tesla can change the way the world um, transports? It's people, as in we're changing the actual source of energy to transport humans. There's a 200-year track record here, 150-year track record. So the fact that they're going through it, they're able to change. Like you would have to change the world at what, like 10%? I don't know, 5%. I know they're delivering more cars than ever,
Hmm.
but I don't think they can do it by themselves. Can I put it that way?
Hmm.
I think it takes more than, because there's so many governments that are dealing with oil and fossil fuels, you name it, all around. Like
Hmm.
not just that oil in particular, but I just don't know. That's my biggest reserve against it. Or I'm like, I feel more secure about something else. And
Hmm.
yeah, I feel more secure about gaming, believe it or not, which is crazy. But
I think it'll
I'm just
take
curious.
time. It's just gonna take time. That's why I consider it a long-term investment. I'll probably be long gone before that happens, before there's a transition. I mean, Elon, I think brings up a good point. I think he says when cars started coming around, right?
Yeah.
And people were on horses,
Yeah. Yeah.
you didn't
Yeah.
just like throw off the car just because people were using horses and
Are
thought,
we
oh,
ripping right now?
that's what I was about to say. AMC's ripping, and one support level I want to talk about quickly on GameStop is 150s. If it closes above
Oh,
150, I'm happy.
see,
This is the rebound we're talking about.
look at this. So in theory, AMC's ripping, right? like you're looking at it,
Uh-huh.
and it looks like way bigger and stronger, but it's still the same dollar.
24. It's
Yeah,
7% and GameStop's up 20%.
like it's still the same dollar. That's just that's the problem that I have. It looks green. It looks great, but it's the same dollar. And I'm not against it, man. I hope people make tons of money. I wish people bought it at 21. It would have been a good buy even for me, but personally, I'll never buy it, right? Like I just don't, because I don't believe in the popcorn machine that it is. Um, the biggest popcorn selling company right now at $7 a bag is not making billions of dollars, but they have a great idea. Let's sell chicken nuggets to the vegan crowd, because you know what? I'm be honest with you. Out of all the ideas that I've heard Adam Aaron say, this is the only one that I agree with, to say, well, now you're doing something with your own company. It's not like dreams of NFTs. It's not dream partnerships. It's none of that. It's actual. This is something that he can do, right? And it's not something that's going to move the meter by any stretch. You're not going to make $1 billion or $5 billion in 10 years. And I don't know. I'm saying off of the chicken nugget deal, but I don't know what he thought it's going to do compared to, I believe, like his bars. Like they sell liquor, they sell beer at the movies, but
Mhm.
some of them are out of business, right? Like they're not even open right now.
The bars, right?
The bars are closed. And so now this is you're gonna make up for lost profits with chicken nuggets? Nah. And to say, and it was crazy. It's a midnight release, which was wild.
Uh,
Midnight release text, the tweet.
tweet, yeah.
And this is something I've always wanted to do. What? Really? I've never heard of it. So to say that you've always wanted to do it, for the guy who talks the most, the guy who talks more than me, Yeah, no way.
Yeah, it
No
was
way.
January 6th, which was yesterday at 9:05 p.m. So maybe Adam Aaron was just hungry and wanted some nuggets, right? So this was the tweet that he's talking about.
Yeah.
Impossible nuggets. So you have the Beyond Meat, I would assume.
Yeah, it's they're not real. They're plant right there. Are made solely from plants. I don't know about you, but I go to Burger King, I order a Whopper. I'm not ordering the Impossible Burger. I just don't.
I heard it's pretty good. I heard it tastes the same.
Oh,
I haven't
yeah,
tried it.
yeah. I also heard Arby's is good. Okay, but you don't see me going there.
Oh,
Goodness
there's not a lot
gracious.
of Arby's out here in the area, but
Even the ones I see, I'll never go. Who wants a hot ass sandwich? I think hot sandwiches are gross. I really do. I'll never eat them. I try not to. And my wife, she went to an Italian restaurant. You know, they're always trying to like give you like those meatball subs and
Mhm.
all that crap. And I was like, yeah, I'll just take the cold sandwich. Right there. I'm good, man.
Yeah, you
Any
don't
hot sandwich I've ever had has never been good.
like. I don't
Never.
understand how people go to Subway and get like the meatball sandwich. That to me is like the worst of
Hold
all.
on. What? Right now I'm going to challenge the crowd. I'm going to challenge everybody. And I know we're talking stocks, guys, and we're watching the damn markets rip, and I'm happy for it. And I don't know, Ralph has it reversed on me. He has AMC and then GameStop,
Well,
so
because
it's a little,
I have my
yeah,
camera on the AMC side. Don't forget that.
yeah. It's okay.
And my
It's
big ass
okay.
head blocks it.
No. That's good. That's good. I was just like, man, it threw me off a little bit, but I'm good. So here's my question to anyone out there: show me one thing that should be when you should have something hot in the middle of bread. Like I'm a believer in this. Everything in between bread should be cold. Anything hot between bread tears it apart. And I mean, other than a Philly cheesesteak, nothing else. So that's why I don't care. So there you go. There's my
Wait,
hot food.
we got a
I'm
surprise guest,
excited.
baby. You know who
Oh,
the
here we
man
go.
is.
Yeah,
Let me see. Let me try to see. He says, "Stand by." Oh, it's Robert Brown, by the way. He's been
yeah.
here on the channel before, but I haven't spoke to him live. I don't even know, like in what, a couple months. Give
At
me
least
one
2 months
second.
at least.
A burger. And Seeds says a burger, question mark, a fried chicken sandwich.
I'm so sorry. Okay, look. I'm talking about like sliced bread. I don't know what to say. I don't know about that. You're right. Like a burger.
People are making this tweet more than it is, the Impossible Nugget tweet. There's,
You're right.
there's,
You're right, Aziz.
there's,
Hey, I think I'm thinking about this damn. Listen, I have something against this Italian restaurant my wife goes to. That's all it is. I have something against it, and I'm doing it right now. But a bacon sandwich, never had one of those. Ah, sliced bread. There you go. Okay, you guys got me. This guy was a burger. That's really good. That was good,
That
man.
was a good one. The conspiracy
Yeah.
theorists are back on Twitter saying that synthetic chicken equals synthetic shares for his
Oh,
tweet.
I know. I already saw that coming. I would just be more like fake tendies. It's like they're fake profits. Can we talk about? I think this might be a bull trap. This whole
Yeah, it's
AMC.
coming. Look, GameStop came back down exactly to 150.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
interesting.
I think this whole thing's a bull trap, and I'll explain it to you right now. I said it was fake news on my video last night,
I
and
saw.
then the other part about this is, AMC is moving at the under the 50-day, 100-day, 200-day, and 150 or 100, 250, and 10-day moving average. So it's actually moving under all of that. It's not getting above. So I don't think it's real.
Yeah, the 50 DMAs is purple line here,
Yeah.
so it's right under that.
Yep.
Usually there's a trading strategy. I think it was Paul Tudor Jones, great trader, who talks about the 50-day. I think it's the 50 or the 200. So initially when it starts coming down under the 50 or the 200 DMA, he starts to short sell it or he takes profits. And usually
Hmm.
that's because there's more pain followed. So just looking at that strategy, if it came down under here, under the DMA, which was right around November 20, well, around 40, I mean, look at that. It's back at 23. So that's
Right.
pretty good strategy. That's why I always have the DMA on there. Just throwing that
Well,
out there.
so you see how like GameStop can rip past it, right? When it's ripping, if you're
Hmm.
looking. So that's where those are like the indicators that I can look at and say, you know what, I don't believe it. I don't believe that this is a true pump yet. So I'll just keep going with the momentum I have, and then when they do cover up these ETFs next week, that's the dates that we have. Let's see if we can get back up to 200.
All right,
That's it.
I'm about to call Robert Brown. Let's see if he
Call them
answers.
back.
And hopefully I
Let's
don't have
go.
any like issues with the audio because there's so many connections.
Yeah, we've all been on the call before, us three, so it
One
works
time,
out.
right? I think we hopped
Yeah,
on one time. But you think
yeah.
you were on the phone? You were on the or you were on the Discord app. You weren't on
I was
Zoom,
driving.
and
I
you were
was
driving.
driving.
You were losing connection. And right now go back to the chat really quick. Grilled cheese still stacks a lot. That's a good one. Made
Yeah, he's
between
right.
bread.
Yeah, all right, you're right. All right, I stand corrected. Maybe I have some against this
The man
restaurant.
is here, Robert Brown. Wait, can you hear us, Brown? I can't hear him. Damn it. Hold on.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, you can hear me?
Hang on.
I can't hear him
You
though.
can't hear him?
No. Maybe if I hear him through the app, through the watch
Yeah.
this. Watch
Wait,
this.
unless I
Well,
invite him to the Zoom.
No, I got him right here.
No, wait, but you're gonna hear me again twice.
there you are.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be through the other way.
Yeah,
Oh no, I got it. I can fix it. Robert Brown, how you doing, sir?
Elmo, what are you doing?
There we go.
Think
Now I
about
can.
hide that one, brother. No reason to be flipping people off.
Phoenix says, "Oh man, I haven't heard those Texas tones for months.
Yeah, exactly.
It's coming down, man. We're testing 150s, and it's just what time is it? 6:49. So we got
Yeah,
a
let me
whole
go look
trading
and
day.
see what they're
Wait,
pulling.
Fridays? You would say Fridays is the red day, right? I remember you stating that.
Yeah, it actually comes down. It looks like they borrowed 25,000 shares right now. So if they're going to ratchet those down and short ladder through that, remember the SSR is off.
The short, what was it? The SSR, the short sell restriction?
Yeah.
I mean, I thought that was debunked like months ago. Like,
Yeah, but in theory, you can still go ahead and short ladder. You can just ratchet it back and forth. So if you borrow the shares and take them, then you can roll. That's why you didn't see it yesterday. Yesterday, you saw us go up $11.
I mean, that's another point I wanted to bring up. So I have it here on my iPad. So for every dollar AMC moves up or down, GameStop's gonna be 30, right? It'll be $30
It's
or
20 to
20.
30. Yeah, 20 to 30 to 1. Absolutely.
Interesting.
Yeah, and the shares are 7 to 1. So it's a little different. Robert has a theory, though. Robert has a theory as far as how the ETFs are well, I don't want to see ETFs.
And
I don't
just
know
so
who did the
Nathan
swaps together, the
Carlson
baskets together.
understands, he's got his one warning.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got
Next.
trolls in the chat.
Yeah,
All right, let's
I'm
read
giving him
and
a chance. I'm giving him a chance. You know, he's entitled to his opinion, but when he starts criticizing other people, or he starts sitting there saying they're all stupid for being in GME, AMC, whatever, I'm gonna drop the hammer on him.
What do you say? Let's see. I mean, we could have these debates with these people. I mean,
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm
This is
saying. I
good.
don't
Nathan.
mind it, but it's when if he
I
starts
just read what
getting
he wrote.
personal, then I've got an issue.
Nathan said,
So
I'm just gonna read his comment.
yeah, go ahead.
Bro, no way, y'all still on GME and AMC. If you didn't sell GME at 400 and AMC at 70, you lost. Face it, that was the point of pumping the stock. It's a pump and dump, not pump and hold.
Yeah. So if I can, here's what it is. Nathan Carlson's basically telling you opportunity costs, right? So he's letting you know that there are other opportunities out here rather than GameStop and AMC. So we're all fools, apparently, because he's a great trader. Anyone else. But I would tell you this. I sleep at night, or I don't. But the way that works is through crypto, you'd have to be up all night.
What the
And if
hell? I
you've looked
can't
at
hear.
the value of crypto, it has lost
Oh,
over
good Lord.
60%
I
from the
can't hear
highs this
Marantz
year.
because
So
he's
I
not
wouldn't say
involved
you're
with
up any more than
phone
the
call.
next guy.
He's streaming
Everyone's in
through
the
your
same boat
channel.
right now. Everyone's still dealing
So I
with,
can't hear
with this
anything he's
market,
saying. That
this
sucks.
inflated bubble, and you're going to invest in the companies that you are secure with, that you feel good about. So I'd like to know, Nathan, I give you this opportunity to type in the chat, what companies would you like to invest in? If none, if it's just crypto, well, then I'm letting you know from March to May timeframe on all crypto is at an all-time high in your life. And
Oh,
right now
good
you're
Lord,
down
geez. All right,
70
I'll let
to
that one go through.
60%. So go ahead and dispute that
Well,
if you
somebody
can,
beat me
but
to it.
math beats you every time. So
Hey,
I'll just keep
who's
investing my
else
money
is on the
elsewhere. And I
mod?
haven't lost any money, just like you haven't. But I wish you the best, sir.
I think we have a problem. Rubber Brown can't hear you.
Oh,
Unless
yeah.
I give him the link to Zoom,
Yeah.
and you could just join on the audio on that.
Well, he could turn on the audio for the videos like I do. Like I'm turning on
He
the
who
audio
what? Who,
for
huh?
YouTube. That's the
I
difference.
don't have Zoom or do Zoom, so that won't work.
Oh, you just hit the link and then it goes. That's all I can tell you.
You could just click the link, Robert, and then it'll just send you to it. Let me see. Give me 1 second. How to get this link?
You'd have to send it to me through this. That way I stop talking over.
Alrighty, perfect. Give us
Right.
1 second, guys.
Well, you can send it through Discord and then you click on it.
All right, GameStop 147, AMC 23. Is the SPY coming down too? No, not really.
This guy's the most expert trader of crypto ever. We should really hang out with him.
Nathan?
Yeah.
Oh, he probably bought Bitcoin at 60 something. What's going on,
No.
Will? Welcome back to the chat. Nice to see you in here.
Hey, Will Harkins. Yeah. Molly stocks.
I think he's bringing up the point of opportunity cost. He says you could have maximized your money
Yeah,
way more efficiently
that's
after the
it.
spikes. These, I mean, if in hindsight, if everybody would have known that, I would have done the same thing. I would have YOLO'd everything into GameStop, sold at the peak, put everything into Dogecoin, sold it when Elon Musk went on Saturday Night Live at 70 cents, put it into Shiba, sold it when it pumped, and put it back into
Mm.
Bitcoin. Everything in
Well,
hindsight,
come on. There was a pump on Rocket. There was a pump on Sava. There
everything.
was a pump on CRVS, pump on ORPH. There's a pump on a lot of stuff.
The AMC to the Moon says GameStop is going to fill this up gap before heading up. The thing is, there wasn't really a gap. Like if you see here, the candle just shot up.
Yeah.
Usually there would be a gap like on Tesla, but there wasn't a gap on this. And Tesla did, by the way, like I called it, it did close that gap on this week. So look at Monday, we gapped up hard. This was the only spooky part to me. There we
First,
go.
I want to say good morning to Pam. Good morning, Pam. And then Stacks. Stacks goes, yeah, how much did that time machine cost? This guy has a time machine. He knows everything. Yeah, no, it worked. That's so good. Stacks.
That's
Oh,
what I'm saying.
man.
It's like it's all in hindsight, right?
Yeah,
Robert,
I
did you fix
mean,
it?
there's two different types of investors. There's speculators and then there's
Which
investors,
what?
right? Like, I mean, well, I don't want to say two different types of investors, but there's two
Oh,
different
50 cent
types of
limit.
money
All
out
right,
there
I'm
that
gonna
are
hang up
coming
then.
in. And so if you're a speculator, if you're just speculating that the stock's going to do X, Y, and
Mm-hmm.
Z and price action, and that's what you're looking at. And then there's investors that believe in companies and don't come back to the tape every day. I'm one of those guys. So yes, I could have made more money elsewhere. By the way, I do own Ford. I do own Costco. I do own T. Rowe Price. I do own other things. So to have this assumption that we're all one way and we're just this blind lemming just plugging money away or losing money on AMC and or GME. AMC, I would say 90% of my crowd that watches my channel um, sold AMC at the peaks that it was running during the run up in June. A lot of people got out because they were watching the videos, so they were getting the information that we all knew, covering the 3 billion share volume. But there's always going to be people out here that are excited that they made a great play and they want everyone to know how great they were. So I'm telling you right now, Nathan, you're the type of guy I want to hang out with, have a drink with, because I want to pick your brain as far as what makes you think crypto is better than anything. Because the floor for stock market or whatever it may be, I mean, for GameStop, for no debt, makes tons of money, has a great leadership team, minimal competition, has a trajectory. I would tell you the floor is what? It can't go below $80. It can't go below $50. So there is some value there. The floor on crypto is what? Zero. There is nothing backing it whatsoever. It's just if you feel like jumping into something else tomorrow, then you're going to end up like Shiba Inu and Safe Moon and every other coin out there, or the Squid Game coin.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter. There's nothing holding it there. So I wish you the best of luck. You're a gambler and you hit it big, but there's a way of thinking. There's the Ben Stone and the Warren Buffetts, and there's the Bill Ackmans. There's anybody you want to follow, right? And then there's your cowboy way of doing things. So keep doing that while there, and I wish you the best. Okay.
Yeah, I think like you bring up a great point, like investing strategies. Like everyone's gonna make their money on different trades, different strategies, whether you go long, you go short, whether you think that's ethical or not. Like everyone's gonna have their own strategies, their own way of thinking, but like to like criticize somebody, to come on like a channel like that and
Yeah.
It's not right.
Robert says he's not going to download Zoom, so he'll get back at us later. Well, I'll have to do the Discord call then on the next one.
But then we can't see you.
No, you don't have to see me. Who needs to see me anyway? Nobody needs to see me. Are you kidding me? I ever tell you about the time I got kicked out of I didn't get kicked out. I changed the way Spaces calls were done. So the other day you jump into a Spaces call. Okay. Yeah. Now I'm in there and I know you joined in because you saw me in. I know it for a fact. I was like, okay, Ralph's in here with me. Now, I was right there talking to my wife. I go, babe, watch this. If I request and put my hand up, one, they're not going to pull me up, or two, they're going to try to do what they did to you. Right?
They pulled me up right away, though.
Yeah, I know, but you don't understand. They were talking about how they're going to, anyone who's against AMC, we're just going to act like we don't hear them. We're going to ban them out. We're going to kick them out. We don't want that here. Positive vibes only. And I'm like, wow, they don't want any opposing theories or explanation to what AMC is. So the guy who's in charge of it, he's a punk. I don't like him. And I won't say his name here, but he pulls you up and then you start talking and he's like, hello, can't hear you. Huh? Is he there? And you're like, okay, I guess he can't hear me. And then I hear you say, AMC's going to zero. And sure enough, boom. And then they get upset. The whole crowd gets crazy. And I'm just like, I believe it. Like, I know you're just trolling. It's not like you think in that way. And I don't want to offend anyone here that's invested with AMC. If you guys believe in it, great. It can make a turnaround. It just has to do a couple things different. But I was in there and I'm thinking to myself, if I push it right now, because one time I had a guy pull me up, and more than one time. Obviously, I've talked a lot in these Spaces calls. But he's like, are you excited, Marantz? And my analogy was so hardcore and so fast, okay? They were like, what did he just say? And then they were like, hey, man, this is a family-friendly Spaces call. And I'm like, what? I was like, yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm like Trey and Matt when they sit back to back and give each other reach arounds. I'm excited. Hey, bro, I rocked the crowd, bro. Rocked the crowd. They were like, who is this guy? I think I had like 50 people request to be my friend after that. But I don't go hang out in those Spaces calls, man.
They're echo chambers. They're really dangerous.
It's very dangerous. And they would tell you fake chicken nuggets is real money, and it's not. So that's Rob is trying two cans together with a piece of string. Phoenix, you hit it right on the money, bro. Right on the money.
I need Robert Brown to download Zoom. That's it. Just one little click and that's it. Zoom.
Yeah, he would have clicked in. He would have been good. I don't want to download it. Dude, it doesn't do anything. It just does it for you. We're good. But what was I looking at? Oh, so I was reading this article. That's why I say bear trap, right? Reading this article about AMC and how they are, their efficiency ratio is down. The productivity or the operators that they lack per movie theater. Unfortunately, Adam Aaron and his crew can't run each movie theater. They actually have like managers and whatever and employees. So the amount of money that they're making and the productivity level, their enterprise value sales ratio is what they give you like a rating, your grade. And they are graded out lower than 2018 and 2019 right now, meaning they're operating at a significant loss. They were operating at a loss then. That's why I pay attention to things. And I pay attention to things like what GameStop's doing. GameStop had a huge customer appreciation thing, like a letter to this female employee named Adrian in Florida, just a regular employee, but she got like recognition and GameStop posted about it on Twitter, right? They were like, boom. And I was like, okay, that's cool. Like they're giving recognition to like some regular hourly employee. And then you go, and the next day there was a complaint from like December. And it was like, I called GameStop. I had a bad experience and the manager hung up on me. GameStop replied to that tweet, to that individual tweet and said, contact us right now. Let us know the store. Let us know who it was. They want to know because you know what happens here, Ralph. And this is just in strategy as far as retail goes. Okay. This is go to Chick-fil-A, go to In-N-Out, go to, what's this new one that everyone's going to? Bros. I can't think of the name right now, but it's some coffee place, right? I can't think of it. It's like
I know what you're talking about. I've seen it. It's blue logo, right?
Yeah, it's everywhere. I don't even care.
It's a blue logo.
Yeah, it's a blue logo. Yeah,
I've seen it. I've seen it.
Yeah. Whatever, bros, right? And then you can go to any company that has a friendly atmosphere and they do everything for the customer and they refuse to give bad service. Like you could go in there cussing and they're just going to smile at you and be like, thank you so much. That's how GameStop wants to be remembered. That's how GameStop wants to operate. So when you have a bad experience, they want to change that culture. And that takes time to change the culture. And everyone's thinking, you know, GameStop's just this hot spot place to buy your magic cards and your Dungeons and Dragons chest and or dice, and then video games, right? But no, but it's trying to be more than that. So I think that's what they're willing to address right now. And they're gonna, that manager, I don't put any pity on them. Like I don't feel bad, but it's a good retraining moment for the whole company, that if you're going to go in the direction of giving over the top customer service, like Chewy.com did, you know, Chewy.com would call you if your dog died, they would send you flowers or your pet, whatever, because you stopped your subscription to the website, right? Like, I can't order any more dog food or cat litter because my animal passed away. They would actually send you flowers and a card and tell you how they feel about you. And that's pretty awesome, man. I mean, I'm just telling you, it's beyond anything you could imagine, going above and beyond. The call center for Chewy.com was averaging like 15 minutes of phone call. Jeez. When people would call, because they would sit there and talk, and they're like, what do you have 15 minutes to talk about? We're like, well, how many cats do you have? How many dogs do you have? We'll talk about all of them, because certain people want to have those conversations. So when you're calling the call center for the video game side, I feel that these guys, if they have the right people that they're hiring for the call center, not just to pick up the phone and hang up, but hey, what's going on with your delivery? What's going on with your game? Well, what don't you understand? Oh, you don't like the game? Okay, well, let's send you out another one. Let's get you credit for that one. There's going to be ways of doing business. So that's my business side of it, right? That's the business I come from. So I want everyone to know that these companies are trying to transition in the right fashion. And I always use the word pivot, because at some point it will. And at some point the stock market will reflect the price. And you want to have as many shares as possible. That's just me. And I'm so happy. It's Dutch Bros. Thank you so much. It is Dutch Bros.
Luckin Coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Luckin Coffee. Yeah, man, I don't know. Luckin China scam. I thought
No, it wasn't me. I had a buddy, I had a friend who lived here in California who lost a lot on Luckin Coffee. And he was doing like a cross-country drive when that happened. So I can imagine, like, he lost a lot. But it wasn't me, it was a buddy. But I think, yeah, definitely you bring up a great point about the social media. And I had always brought that up like last year about GameStop social media and how they're actually doing it right. Like the way it's meant to be run, especially like the Twitter, Instagram. And I saw a comment here that Almo said GameStop responded to me a few times on Twitter. They even posted like we posted my story, I think it was on Instagram, and they replied like it was the cat shirt that I bought, the one on the moon.
Yeah.
And they replied like, "Oh, it's an amazing shirt." And they were like, the company replied, you know. So I think they're going above and beyond, and they're approaching, like you said, customer service. Jeff Bezos talks about that a lot. Like the customer is always first. The customer.
He what is the word he used? He says obsessed.
Obsessed, yeah. Be obsessed about the customer, because they always come back.
You know what's crazy? They don't always come back. I've used this to you guys, and I hope you guys know how it works. You have a lifetime to get the customer, right? It takes a lifetime to get to your counter. Like they go their whole lives, and then they finally walk in when they have money, and they walk in and they want to buy. And it takes them a lifetime to get there, but you can lose them in an instant. So you don't want to lose them. So you'll do anything you can to retain those customers. And the forever customer is the online customer, because if they can get their product fast and cheap and it's in shape and it looks good, they're going to call you back. They're going to come back, because the online customer spends the same amount from year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, and there's layer of growth there. So they're not leaving. Right. So if you have good experience online, it eliminates the middleman. It eliminates the element of people, that interaction. There's some people who would prefer that. But hey, shout out to S Sportin right now. S Sportin in the chat. Are we going to see 200 today? No, I don't think we're going to see 200 today. I think this was a pump on one covered side on a Friday, just to get some options activity going. Yes, some things came into the money, but for me personally, next week is going to be a great week for us. And then the week after, hold on to your shit. And then come February, we'll see what expires, what hits threshold list, and things of that nature. That's if you're looking at the day-to-day stock. For me personally, I'm looking for announcements coming from GameStop directly. When I don't hear them from GameStop, then I feel a certain way. But hey, I was in my skin yesterday, man. I was feeling good. but that's just what I
It
see
brought back
there.
those January vibes on those June, January vibes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Those
yeah.
type of
Without a
candles.
doubt. Without a doubt. For me, more like a March vibe where I was sitting there like, what is this? But you know what it does tell me? It tells me a lot of things like we are manipulated. Like it is that way. I mean, what we've already known. Because what other stock is doing this in the after hour? Just run like that. And then they're going to knock it down today and try to tell everybody, oh, see, it's back to normal. And then my brother's going to cuss me out because he bought it at 155. Right? He's like, well, I'm down. What is this? And he probably tells me, and he probably already texting me right now. Oh, he is texting me. He's going to say he sold. There it is. So my brother uses this acronym called FIRE. Have you ever heard of it before?
Oh, it's the type of investing strategy, right?
It's called financial independence, retire
Yes.
early.
Yeah.
So he says if my investments are not FIRE, then I don't do them. So he's talking about dividend investments and or great companies, right? Like he only invests. You should see his list. Yeah, it's a 6-figure portfolio. It's all great, feels great. And then he looks at me and goes, yeah, bro. And we're still in our 30s. Like he's basically telling you that like in 20 more years, these companies are going to be magnificent. It's Microsoft. It's
Apple.
nothing of any imagination. Nothing. And that's not me. Like I'm like, well, wait a minute. I went with Ford because I like Ford, and I think they could still take up a portion of EVs, just because they're going that way. Trying to be emissions free and things like that. But when I look at his investments, like he doesn't invest in Costco, which is crazy to me. I think every red, white, and blue American knows the value of that company and the way they run it over the last 40 years. And he's like, nah, I'm good. Microsoft. And he's been big on Microsoft for a long time, AMD and all of those. So people have their own investment strategies. And so they're reluctant to buy things like this, where you have to step out of the box and be secure and have a good, clear conscience. And I think we've all molded ourselves to be that way. We didn't start this way by any stretch. I mean, shit, you think about like Almo in the chat, right? Almo Nestor. Almo had 3 investments. And I'll tell you, and I don't mean to give out all his info, but I know a lot of his info. But Almo had 3 investments. The first thing he had was he went ahead and bought some Doge, bought AMC, and bought GME. And his GME, he came in at $300 his first time. On the 27th of January, this guy bought in for $300 something. And then he's like, okay, he keeps averaging down. Well, he's sitting on a lot of shares right now because he sold his Doge for a huge profit and he sold his AMC. So he was able to get the hell out and in and take, 40 grand, 50 grand, 60 grand and start throwing it in and start feeling good about it. And now you have a diamond-handed retail investor that's not going anywhere. Like that's the monsters they've created within this past year. That's just one guy. I know a lot of them. I know Ruben. I know Kyoto. I know Pepper with Salt. There's just Sammy. There's a lot of dudes out there with a lot of shares, including myself. And hopefully you bought more than one.
Oh,
Ralph. Yeah. So then you're good. And that's it. As long as you have, it doesn't even matter. I don't ever, it's kind of like asking who you voted for. Like, I don't care.
I bought a fractional share.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
No, just messing with you.
No, it's fine.
No,
it's like it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean anything to me, right? Like it doesn't do anything for me. So why do I need to even care that deeply? But I'm happy for anyone who comes on this side of the table. And it was when my brother tells me he bought 10 shares, right? Kyoto goes, oh man, now he has more than you, because I have a running joke that I only have 1 share. And yeah, so I'll try to get more coming up, man. Well, I'll try to buy as much GameStop as I can. I think for like the next 10 years, 5 to 10 years, and then I'll just sit on it from there. But it's just the direction that it's going. But I'm still buying GameStop. I'm still buying Costco. I'm still buying T. Rowe Price, Ford, and then Budweiser. I am buying Budweiser. Yeah, you can go look it up right now if you want.
I don't even know what the ticker is, honestly. I don't think I've ever seen.
Bud, BUD.
Bud
has a dividend. It's ripping. It's coming back.
Oh, I also bought some bank stocks. I think bank stocks are going to do great.
So there's my Bud. Anheuser-Busch. So I got in at 58. If you look at the dips and you look at where it was going,
not bad.
What the issue was, I called it out on my channel. I let them know what I was doing and why I was doing it. My idea is that restaurants would open back up and start drinking again. I had no idea that this new abbreviated nonsense was coming, whatever, right? The
Flurona.
flurona,
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
But I think for me, that's one that I'm in and I like. So it took me a lot of homework. Like I'm really on that guy. I want to just stick with about 5 or 6 and feel good about it. And that's where I'm at. So it looks good. But that's enough about me. What about you?
Which banks? Morgan, the one I have is US Bank and Bank of America. BAC, JPM, and UB something. I think it's UBS. USB, I think. There we go. USB, JPM. I didn't get Fargo. I don't know why I don't like Wells Fargo. I
You don't
have
like
like
Wells Fargo?
I have like this
Wells Fargo
negative.
is one of the best buys.
Wells Fargo was actually the first bank I ever had, but I just think
Wells
they're.
Fargo is one of the best ones to buy, young man. Let me
I went
teach
with bank. I
you.
went with BAC over Wells
No, no,
Fargo.
no, 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 no. Wells Fargo. Look at Wells Fargo's last 3
Yeah,
years,
Wells Fargo. Look
please.
at that. I even have it charted on here just in case it
Soon,
dips. I might add Wells Fargo.
listen to me. Um,
No
Michael
problem.
Burry is big on Wells Fargo.
Uncle Burry?
Yeah,
The
he's
real one or Robert Brown?
the real one, not this fake one. No, the real one. It's like in his top 20 for like the last
No, it was
year.
JP Morgan, I think. Was his
No,
top one.
no, no.
Or
Wells Fargo, man. Come on. I have a whole list. I have a list on Robinhood from like a year ago. It's called Michael Burry Stocks. That's
mhm.
what it's called. And so I knew all his portfolio. So I would just copy him.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna copy everything he does and let's see how much money. And I made returns like 17%. I was
Mhm.
like, wait a minute, I did better than that when I was buying Costco and T. Rowe Price and everything else. I was like, man, when I tell you 46.5%, that was a good year for me. And I was like, all right, I'm good. I think I have a print screen for you, man. I'll show it to you. I might have to black out some numbers there for you, but I'll show it to you.
Robert Brown replied on the chat. He says, "I despise Wells Fargo."
Oh yeah, but it's a good stock to own. I despise AMC, but apparently
Uh-oh.
it's a good stock to
Ruben
own.
says Uncle Kramer owes, or I'm assuming he meant owns Wells Fargo. I mean,
I'm just letting you
that's not
know.
good, right?
I'm just letting you know the stock was good, man. I'm not saying I own it today, but I've had it in the past. That's
Banana,
it.
I appreciate you. Nice seeing you here as well.
Yes, sir.
Have a good one.
Aztec King over here, Kablak Aztec King. I don't know his name, but yeah. What's up,
I
Pompa?
always love people who are regulars or were regulars on the channel to come drop in and say
Yeah,
what's up.
yeah.
It's a nice feeling. Kramer tweeted about GameStop yesterday. Did you see that? I'm
Yeah,
telling you.
he's trying to take credit for it. He's telling you everyone that he told them to get into the world of crypto,
Hmm.
and you know all this is nonsense right now. Nobody even knows what GameStop's doing because they don't talk to the media. They don't talk; they just do. So that's really crazy part to me. They've made no report, no anything, no innuendo, nothing about any of their moves. So I think every employee there has a strong NDA. And the reason why I believe that is because Jenna Owens left and no one's interviewing her. No one's saying, Jenna, what's going on?
Hmm.
What happened? And no way. I think she had to sign a very tight non-disclosure
NDA.
agreement. Yeah,
Mm.
that's just me. So, you know, I'm not conspiracy 101, but I am on that level to say, I go looking for it everywhere. And if it was out there, it would be out there.
She was the one from
Dude,
Amazon, right?
yeah, she was the
She was
Amazon.
marketing.
She was marketing and customer, just the way, like I believe it's COO, as they call it. I forget
Hmm.
what it's called, like the customer compliance officer or something like that. It's just supposed to be like the environment that you're going to be training your employees in. And if you don't want to go with what GameStop's trying to do, if you're trying to do the nuts and bolts of it, the math of it, like I've known this. I'm in the corporate world, so there's two different types of leaders. There's ones that take care of people, and there's ones that trying to get to a number.
Hmm.
And so the ones that take care of people are the better ones, and they actually end up becoming better operators over time. But the other guys who look good for the week or the day or the year, they fizzle out, they burn out, and it happens, man. You should see. We have a performance-based business that I'm in, and there's operators that you do what they call dollars per man hour. Okay, what are you sacrificing in your business? Productivity, dollars per man hour, and then that's your efficiency ratio. You're like, okay, am I Am I willing to sacrifice money to give a better experience to the customer? Absolutely. Absolutely. You'll make your money in the long run. I'll make it next year. I'll make it the year after that. They keep coming back. So when you can increase your member base and you can increase your customer base, that's the way that works for us. So that's in every business, and it should be sacrifice, man. And listen, I went to a restaurant last night. Okay. This is a restaurant that I've been talking about on my channel. Not that I'm promoting them, not that I get paid by them, none of that nonsense. I enjoy their food. And it's a little cafe that used to be inside a gas station. And you would go into this gas station and you would make a right, and it was just a counter. And the guy and his family, they're all in there cooking, and it's a homemade food, and it's amazing. And you're like, hey man, let me get this, let me get this. And you order, boom, 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 boom. And you would wait, dude, the line would be so long. And I'm just like, man, these guys, if they only knew their business, if they knew what they had, right? Like everyone wants to be here. And at what are you going to sacrifice? How many employees are you going to hire to sacrifice for better member service? And I'm just like, okay, well, he's not doing it because he doesn't have the space, right? So this guy goes out and buys a whole new restaurant down the block. It's actually in a better part of town, not the hood. It's in a very nice part of town. And everyone knows about it. Everyone's like, oh, they moved. So everyone, that gas station that was packed, and that is the hood, Ralph. If you ever come out here, I will show you. And you're like, oh, hell no, I'm not getting out the car. No, you're not. There's a homeless shelter two buildings down. There's just prostitutes, there's drugs, everything. And I'm out there tough with my kids eating in the back of the truck, just like, yeah, we're here because it's where I grew up. So I'm not worried about it, right? But now we're down the street, this really nice area. I walked into the restaurant yesterday for the first time. I hadn't been in the new building. I walk in, it is remodeled, looks amazing. And I see 10 employees, 10 just standing there, nothing to do. And they're okay with it because in the event that they get busy, they want to make sure that they give the right service the first time that you ever walk in. That's his way of thinking. And I agree with it totally, wholeheartedly. It's going to cost you money up front to put that many people. You know, we have a 500 call center for GameStop. There's a building with 500 people in it right now to filter phone calls. Do you think they're getting 500 phone calls a minute? Do you think that all those phones are ringing? No. What they're doing is they are waiting and ready for the influx of phone calls when it happens. That's how you run these businesses. You prepare for the big stuff so that when it does come, you can handle it. That's why they have the fulfillment centers. Do you think they're going to have 2 full fulfillment centers ready to rock? No, they're up $300 million on inventory right now for the holidays, but they're probably not going to fill these things up yet, but they're trying to get there. They're already putting the footprint, the infrastructure there to set up for the big move. And that's why that little restaurant that I just saw do the same thing that I would be doing. Yeah, you pay it up front. It's okay. It costs a lot of money to run this business, but it's going to run well for a lot of years. And you're going to give those people in that new part of town the best experience they've ever had. Because guess what? My food was out in 2 minutes and people were getting sat and people were getting their drinks and everything was going like a well-oiled machine. Doesn't matter what they're paying. You can lose it on the service side. It's all right. It costs something for it, but you'll get it on the backside. So there you go. Business 101 for anyone who's running a business.
Yeah, I think you have to look at companies from that perspective, right? I mean, why else would you invest in them? The people who run the companies, like the CEOs, the management, the way they're running things. I think that you have to pay attention to that.
Yeah, I think GameStop has great operators on the e-commerce side. I think they haven't figured out the other stuff yet, but I think we have the best operators in the world. Just look at Chewy. Look at anyone who took on Amazon and won. So I'm excited. And then we took all the people from Amazon and Chewy. So yeah, just sit tight, guys. Yeah, believe in your investment.
Still right around 143.
It's getting whacked
Friday, so
it's getting whacked on a Friday.
I mean, if it closes above 150, I'd be happy. I think that's a great level to close above 150.
Yeah, while you do that, I got to go look at my my watch list. So let's call this.
That's interesting. What is on your watch list?
Oh, DWAC. DWAC down 9%.
90?
Do it. Yeah. PHUN fund down 10%.
Oh, 9%. I think you said 90. Yeah, this one ran up 9%. Yesterday too.
Yeah, Shiba Inu is down right now, almost 5%. So it's under 3,000. We all know that it peaked at 8,800. So I'm not touching that. I can't believe load keeps coming down. So I'll just end up having to pick up some more later. Just not right now. You know, when I'm investing, like cash in, cash out,
Uh-huh.
I'm looking at like 10 years, 10 to 20 years. Nothing right now. I don't need it right now. So that's why I'm not worried about it. When I screen out all the opportunities that I would want to be in besides GameStop, it's hard, man. That's why like I'm okay with money going to Costco, right? Like
Yeah.
like imagine you're trying to pick 10 cryptos or 5 cryptos. It's like almost impossible.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to pick, Bitcoin, Ethereum, all the big ones, Solana,
Ripple,
XRP,
yeah.
and Cardano. Yeah, that's it. You can only pick the 5 big guys because you're like, okay, well, those have traction. But then there's always that one guy who's trying to get rich off of nothing. Like the fact that Costco's down a percent, no. Marin, wow, Marin's taking off, up 30% right now. So Marin Software, if you remember that one.
MRN? It sounds
Yeah,
familiar.
MRIN. Yeah, it is familiar.
To
We used
penny.
to look at
Oh
it.
yeah,
We used to look
27.
at it every day.
Really?
So, yeah, man. These are on my list for a reason.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of stocks come and go, but there's no lines on here or no alerts, so interesting.
Yeah, right here it has GameStop up 10%. So, I mean, AMC's up 1%. I mean, there's a big gap in there for my mind, but me personally, it does nothing for me. We're still at 143.74. It's not where you want to be, but
I get what you mean though when you say like you have some capital and you want to buy like certain stocks and you just have this massive watch list and when your heart is on one stock and one company, buying something else, it's like opportunity cost. It's like
can I tell you what I've done? This is the God's honest truth. I've bought like 4 stocks in one day, right? So like I'll buy some GameStop, and then I remember back in the day I would buy like some AMC,
mm-hmm.
and I would buy like Nvidia, and I would buy Apple straight up. I think I have a buy order for Apple in like the 120 range,
Mm-hmm.
something crazy like that. And I buy them, and then I look at them for like a day. I'm like, man, all that money right there, that'd be like 20 more shares of GameStop. All right, I'm gonna go get some GameStop. Like and I would sell it. I just go right back into GameStop.
Mm-hmm.
And I did that like for a long time, and I was like, man, I can't nickel and dime this thing. Like I'm not trying to do it that way. I'm just happy to have more shares as the price goes up. So let's see. XRT is running. So XRT is running.
Wait, you're invested in crypto as well?
Zero crypto, bro.
No loop,
Zero.
was it loop ring?
Who, me? Never.
Never?
Never. No, nothing. I
Oh, you don't
haven't,
believe in
man.
it, right? You don't believe in crypto. You think it's fairy dust.
It's just I could explain it to you guys a different way. But I'm not a crypto guy.
Uh-huh.
I'm just not there. Dude, trust me, crypto's in my family.
Mm-hmm.
I had crypto. Guys, I had more Dogecoin than any of you guys here, basically. I think I had like I think me and Almo probably had the most crypto together, but I think I was, if I'm going on the range, maybe like 80,000, 60,000, somewhere in that range. Can't remember.
Of Doge?
Doge, yeah.
Coins, right? Or
Yeah.
dollar value?
No, coins at like $3 a piece,
Oh,
or
okay.
3 cents, 4 cents, 5 cents. I don't think I ever bought for 6 cents or above 6 cents ever. I was just nickel and diming that damn thing till the end, like just rocking it. And I was like, oh man, what am I doing? So, nah, because you know what? It's like, have you ever been embarrassed to own something? Like, have you? Like, I was embarrassed. I'll be honest with you guys, man. I was embarrassed. I would go up. Remember, I'm around. Check this out, dude. I don't want to tell you this, but anybody who works around me, portfolios are 7 figures, easy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my whole damn office, everybody, and I walk in and I'm like, yeah, just bought 10 grand of Dogecoin. They're like, huh? I'm like, yeah, I'm sitting on this. I'm gonna try it out. They're like, what are you doing? Like, it's just like, what are you doing? And so, like, any RSUs that you have or anything you're going to exercise and you're going to, add to your portfolio, like moving forward or cash out on, you can't justify it by taking that money and parking it into a crypto. Like, I can't mentally. How could I look at this? I mean, I'm asking something. How could I ever sell my Costco stock for cryptocurrency?
You don't.
See, do you get it now?
Yeah, I
Like,
mean, but if you have
I'm
like
just-
some separate cash that you just want to mess around
Nah,
with,
man.
no?
Separate cash I mess around with is
Opportunity
GameStop.
cost, yeah. But I
Yeah,
mean,
so
Dogecoin outperformed everything though. I mean, some would argue that I mean, it was probably one of their best investments, depending on where they bought and sold.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
outperformed every other crypto, you know. So I'm kind of
I
I'm
ever
not.
tell you about the games that my son plays that is senior year in school, right?
Hmm.
And then well, his junior year last year, and the teacher had this website you could go to and build a profile, and you could buy stocks. They give you $100,000,
Oh, like
and
simulated?
yeah, and they go, hey, good luck, and the whole school enrolled, and they go, hey, who can make the most money in the whole school?
Hmm.
But if we all had 100 grand, like you're gonna start right now in February and you're gonna go. This is last year,
Yeah,
actually in January.
yeah.
And I'm like, okay, son, we're gonna win. I tell him, and he's like, Dad, log onto my Chromebook, do it. Let's see where we go from June, or I'm sorry, from January to June. How good could you do with the 100 grand? I was like, son, I got you. Move out of the way. Like, move. Boom, go in. So I'm buying all the blue chips. I'm getting, and man, I'm hustling. I can do this every day. It was amazing,
Mhm.
right? I got second. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, these damn kids beat me? Like, who the hell, what kid beat me? And
Mhm.
so you can go look at their portfolio. You can. It's
Mhm.
like, click on the portfolio. And this kid had $100,000 of Dogecoin in January at like 3 cents. And that's it. He had one investment and he wrote it and he beat everybody. Because I think Dogecoin by the time like the May, June, whatever run up came, it was like he sold it like 58 cents or something stupid. It had so much money, it was so dumb. And I wasn't even close. And I was the
It-
second though.
We did that for our economics and my group one,
Yeah,
but
I bet.
it was economics class and it was on Investopedia, so I think it was the same thing. They gave you 100K simulated, but we had bought Nike and Under Armour for earnings because for the semester it was like August, so it was like the last quarter of the year,
Yeah.
somewhere around there, and I was like, you know what, maybe they're gonna report great earnings holiday season, and we ended up winning. But it was
Oh, there
something
wasn't
very
people thinking
stupid.
like that. These people were buying Facebook. These people were buying stuff they use, they like, whatever.
Yeah.
But it trips me out, man. It trips me out. Like the opportunity cost that's out there as far as
Hmm.
other stocks and crypto. But you got to have 24-hour. Man, you can't sleep if you have crypto. That's why I don't do
That's
it.
right,
Like
yeah. I
I
mean,
just no.
it's like NFTs. They say like 90% of NFT projects are worthless, like
Hmm.
they're scams. And
Sure.
I'm kind of still in between on the fence about NFTs. Like they're pumped everywhere. I go on Instagram, NFTs. I go on
Yeah, I don't
Twitter,
know enough about them.
NFTs.
I don't know enough about them to say one way or the other. But I'm happy that I'm in a company that's willing to take that risk.
Hmm.
And even if you fall flat on your face, it is what it is. But
Hmm.
maybe they know something we don't. Me personally, I don't get high enough, right? Like I don't get high ever,
Hmm.
and I would think that'd be the only way that Snoop Dogg's gonna go out there and buy this stuff with his own real money. And I'm just like, man, this guy must be smoking something, man, because this is crazy. Like
Well, he
I
bought
don't
property and or somebody else bought property
to live
to
next
live
to him
next to Snoop
in the
Dogg for like a
metaverse.
500,000 in the metaverse.
Yeah. Well, he's
I
already
can't
spent like
fathom that.
he's already spent like $4 to $5 million. So is Eminem. All these guys spending money in metaverse, which is
Yeah,
crazy.
Eminem bought the NFT that looked like him, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And that just
exactly.
adds more hype. That hype sometimes scares me. Like when you see it on Twitter like that.
Yeah.
I mean, look at how many people got invested in the market in January last year. I knew people
When
who didn't know. Yeah,
celebrities push stuff like they're pushing AMC all the time, I don't have time for that shit. I don't.
Gary V loves NFTs. Yeah,
Yeah.
Gary. I used to like be really like a Gary V lover. You know who Gary V is?
No, Gary V, which one is that?
Gary Vaynerchuk. He owns VaynerMedia, and he's the guy on Instagram you always see ranting. It's like you need a. It's
I'll
like
probably recognize him
motivational.
if I see him.
Yeah, I'll show you a video. Gary Vaynerchuk. I met him a couple times out here, and I used to be like super hardcore about him because he's been calling up a lot of these like plays, investments,
And
like TikTok.
Aziz, just so you know, Aziz, Arby's is
TKD,
still around. I don't know how they're in business, but they're still around.
Travis Scott, Rihanna NFTs. I'm assuming he has this
Probably.
video 9 months ago, 1 million views. NFTs for beginners in 45 minutes. I'll show you
Yo, I gotta
Hey, just
step
want to
back.
make
I almost said
a
fried bologna
video on an
sandwiches,
this guy.
and it's my fault.
early
Okay, no, I
observation.
definitely don't know this guy.
Haven't been able
No,
Nah,
never
I
seen
don't
of
him.
the
cruise the channels. You
flexization
kidding?
of the.
No, he's everywhere. This guy's like pro being on every platform.
If it's not
But
you,
he's right though. He's been right.
I only watch you or Jake Paul. That's it.
I can't take Jake Paul.
Him and Dana are having it out. So
Oh, I've seen that.
I'm on Jake Paul's side to a point, but he's trying to remain relevant. I'm down with that. If he wants to, I'll fight him. I'll fight him. It won't
Do
be
you,
it won't be fun.
you
Here we
think
go.
you think it's all fake, that
AMC, let's
boxing
go.
stuff?
Let's go AMC. Yeah,
I think it's all for show.
I think it is. I think everything's too good to be true. So fresh tortillas with fresh bacon. Thank you, Ruben. Thanks for my whole childhood growing up.
Yeah, he wants
GameStop
to own
has,
the Jets. Gary Vaynerchuk.
yeah,
That's his
GameStop
main
has,
life goal.
what is that? GameStop's volume, bro, to knock
What
this
is it?
down, 6.35 million. They are knocking the shit out of this stock, guys. I'm telling you right now, we are not selling. It is not us selling. We are not taking profits. It has nothing to do with that. These are the shorters coming out here and attacking the shit out of this stock. Wow, that's a crazy amount of volume. 6 million. Almo was telling me at 3 million, and now it's already 6 million. The percentage that was traded yesterday that was short was 50%. So 50% of all trades were short. And if you saw my Fidelity chart on Twitter, there was like an 8-to-1 ratio on buy to sells. So GameStop is absolutely being bought. The dip is being bought. Retail's buying it, and these guys are attacking it. So these charts are not the same today. If you're looking at the charts and you have them side by side, which you do right now, they are not the same. So I'm just trying to help people out with that too, because there's some a false narrative out there that they are.
Yeah, I
So,
have Ortex pulled up here, by the way, for anybody interested in like the
yeah,
data
what is it?
from there.
18%?
Current estimated short interest percent of free float, current 14.32%. It was at 11 like 2 months ago
Yeah,
or
but
a
I've
month
had my
ago.
website that I've been using, Wallmine. It's been 18.88 on AMC and 18.18 on GameStop right now. So that's what I've had. But
AMC's at 17%, right around there. The highest being 21%.
yeah, yeah. I mean, they're all estimates, and it's all about who reports what. AMC to the moon. They're going to fill the gap. I don't know which gap, bro. Michael Strahan's teeth. That's about it, bro. These use in the money puts. Yeah, what is that? Oh, they use in the money puts and drop GME. That's avoids SSR. Yep, I see that happening right now, Kyoto. So it's going good, man.
Gabe Sherman says NFT sports player cards, EA, FIFA using NFTs with double revenue for GameStop. Yeah, I definitely partake in that just because I love football, soccer, whatever.
Right?
I don't think there's any NFTs for soccer or FIFA yet, but I would definitely be interested. Well, there actually was some physical 2014 World Cup stickers, like player card stickers that I bought. I bought all of them. They'd
Hey, give
come
me
out,
1 second,
yeah,
Ralph. Okay, give me 1 second. Go ahead and do your thing. I know you're looking at stocks. I'll be right back. I gotta
they'd
have
come in packs, and I would buy all the stickers, and I just held on to them. But the World Cup is this year, by the way, at the end of the year, so I'm excited to see if they actually come up with something new. No one mentioned the fact that it looks like Marantz is on his way to the moon. Is it because of my wallpaper right here? I'm assuming.
No, I'm back, brother.
Oh,
Thank
welcome
you.
back. That was
I
quick.
needed that. Yeah. Oh, dude, I'm not ever gonna be long. I'm good. I'm trying to read the chat, see where I was at.
Yeah, I'm trying to catch up to it as well. There's also NFT for Top Shot NBA. I'm sure you guys have seen those.
Yeah,
Those were
yeah.
really
Now that you
hot.
showed me them last time,
Those were really hot, like last year. Like you were able to just buy a pack and it was instant profit guaranteed. Like the pack drops, they would be
yeah.
at a certain time, and it was like a lottery. You'd either get in a line or you wouldn't. You'd make it in the line or you wouldn't. And the packs were like $17 depending
Hold
on the
on,
rarity.
hold on. I just read something. I'm about to go crazy. Hold on, hold on. Let me.
I still have my NFTs though for those NBA ones, and they're probably
All right.
worthless.
And maybe this individual is trolling, but I have time this morning. Um, Phoenix, and we all know Phoenix.
Oh yeah.
Phoenix. Anyone here holding LRC? I sold my GME and bought
He's messing
1,000
with you.
LRC.
He's messing with
Okay.
you. Yeah. He's always
Okay.
trolling.
It's the only crypto I have though. Okay.
I know for a
Whew.
fact he's messing with you. I know Phoenix.
Okay, he's not. I mean, I've seen Phoenix here for months. I'm just saying, if he really sold his GME for LRC, I'm done, bro. I don't want to be in this echo chamber of selling.
Oh, he says he's serious. I'm not trolling. I'm serious. Hold on, my
Oh
GME. I still don't believe it. I really don't.
no,
I
when
don't
you
believe.
sold your GME for 150, bro, 160, what? That didn't sound right.
Yeah, Staxelot says, Ralph, where's your bodyguard? Didn't y'all used to buy packs? Yeah, he's talking about Smiley. He was a regular here on the channel. I haven't seen him in a minute, but he's
Goodness
the one who
gracious.
introduced me to the market. The reason they call him my bodyguard was because there's this other YouTuber by the name of Godpill. I'm not sure if you heard about him.
Yeah.
He made like $1 million on GameStop options back in, what was it, last January? And he lost it all. He lost
Yeah.
it all trying to do options as well, and he had like these crazy theories.
Yeah. No, I saw his videos. My crew turned me on to him. It made me laugh. It's you know, it's always funny, and this has been the same way since I was young. Any kid who weighs like a buck 40 soaking wet um, can't scare me. So like when they start yelling and they're like getting aggressive, like I'm just like, what? Like somebody shut him up. It's the same way I treat this Astro guy. Like
Who is that
these
guy? I've
guys,
seen him like,
dude, let me tell you, when you get on the payroll, okay, when you get in that whole realm, and I'm not saying payroll as in, I don't think these guys understand what I mean by that. Like right away, what do you mean? Who's paying them? Here's what I mean. It's not like the Al from Boston and Lou payroll. That's a real payroll. They're getting paid to manipulate the crowd. The payroll is this: the gravy train that is AMC. If you're rolling with AMC and you say good things about AMC, you naturally get a huge following. Like this guy came in here in the chat. This is Nathan Carlson. Okay, came in here to tell us that we're all stupid. But then he also says this. My only point is that these live streams had 3,000 people in the summer when these stocks were popping off. It's lost momentum. He's trying to say that because live streams only have 20 to 30 people watching, it doesn't matter. I'm just like, no, like you know what retail investors are doing? They're working. That's the difference. Okay. They're working. So people don't get to watch the live streams. But I'll tell you what, Ralph put out a video yesterday and it had 1,000 something views already over time. He put out at night. People were watching and getting the clip of it, of him buying GameStop, which is great. And I should get the traction that it deserves. But I did a live stream yesterday and there was 125 people, right? And during the live. Do I ever have that many? Never. Stock starts popping off. People are watching. When I go back and run it back, I had like 1,300, 1,400 playbacks. I had 1,000 people already watch it,
hmm
which is crazy for me because my crowd's small. My crowd's very small. So when I think about stuff like that, I don't think that people are anywhere, Nathan Carlson. I think the momentum's there. I think people will watch the stock when it takes,
I
but I
think
think
so.
everyone already has it and
hmm
everyone's in and everyone knows. And then they go like this, you know what? We'll look at it when it pops. And it popped a little yesterday, so they came right back. But other than that, they're not worried about it. They're not looking at the ticker every day. They're done. They bought it, they hold it, and they feel good about their investment. That's how I feel it's going right
100%
now.
I agree. I think the next time you see this, one of these crazy run-ups is when
Yeah,
people will start poking back in on YouTube and like, oh, what's
that's
going on,
it.
right? Yeah.
That's
You're
it.
right about that. People are back at work, you know?
Yeah, I
People are
am.
back at work.
I got to
They
go to
have a
work
lot of
tonight,
time.
today. I
Yeah.
know you guys are looking at me right here, but trust me, I'm leaving in like 2 hours, 3 hours, and I'll be there for 10 hours. And I'll come home and I'll do another video. Like it's just a life I live right now. And I feel good about it. I am mad that I have not played basketball in 7 months, 8 months,
hmm
but I wanted to go play ball this week, but took the wife out. We wanted to go get some dinner, have some wine, and it was good, but it was all paid for. I didn't pay for any of it. Like, relax. The guys are like, Marantz is telling us to eat,
Bread.
bologna sandwiches and sit at the park and not spend any money. And then here he is out. No, man, I had all that paid for. It was great. It was
Saxalot
from work.
says Godpill was like a young cultist. I like the guy. I actually like Godpill. I find like I'd actually like hang out with him. Like I'd like to meet him. He's in
Whoa, whoa,
Arizona, I think.
whoa, whoa,
Like you
whoa,
feel like a guy to have a
whoa.
conversation with.
No, no. Hang
I really
out,
like him. Like
hang out, bro.
it
Give
was
me
not
give
hang
me a
out, but
bit,
like
bro.
get to meet him. You know?
If you sit down and you forget that he's around you, you might just smash him. Like it's that way. I'm treating him like a baby kitten.
Oh,
This is
some of
ridiculous,
the things
bro.
he would say would make me laugh. Like he wanted to fight Trey. Matt.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Have you seen Trey's haircut transformation? This dude looks like Britney Spears when she lost her custody battle. It is ridiculous, bro. Next time I see Trey, I'm be like, it's Britney, bitch. Like I swear to God, I'm gonna do that. But I gotta throw it out there. I
But
haven't met him yet, but I will. Rob is
but I
trying two
saw a
cans.
video though, like on Twitter, and it was like going viral where the Lou guy, that guy,
Oh,
that he was like he kind of slurped and said payroll.
yeah,
Well, how
yeah,
about like what is all this drama about? Like I'm curious because I don't like I see it but I don't understand it. I don't know the full picture. Do you know about it?
yeah. So the full picture is this. It all started with Wall Street Bets. So with Wall Street Bets and that whole crowd being infiltrated by
Mm.
bots, so it's all a con job, as I call it. So you have the manipulation from hedge funds and or whomever to manipulate the masses
Mm-hmm.
to pump a stock. They'll be like, "Oh, go buy this stock." You've seen it. You're sitting here, and all of a sudden you see somebody come into your chat and spam another penny stock and the pharma stock, and you go in there and it's like, "What the hell?" And yeah, it might even be pumping at the moment, but you don't. There's no way you're going to invest that way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's just crazy, right? So the way they've caught it is, who can we make more reliable, relatable to the people? And for this case, they're thinking New York, right? So all the New Yorkers, hey, what's up? Hey, what's going on? And they got this dude named Lou. And Lou's no different than Al from Boston's. The only difference is he has a tie, but they're still talking the same thing. Hey, well, you gotta hold it. You gotta hold it no matter what. AMC. No talk of GME at all. And they don't say GameStop until GameStop pops. And then they're like, well, GameStop too. That's why we've been in it from the beginning. That's why we hold both. And it's like, what? What are you talking about? You've only been talking about one thing the whole time. And in paraphrasing, like, they don't even talk directly to you. It is absolutely wild, the stuff that you see. So
Yeah, I thought he was a very interesting guy because when I first ran across his channel, I'm like, does this guy just come out of the blue? This guy just came out of nowhere.
3 weeks before my channel, 3 weeks
Yeah.
before my channel, and I would guarantee you that you and I know more about AMC than he does. And you and I know more about the energy of the stock market.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we study it every damn day. Like, we know the volume, the average volume per day. We know, this is what. Look at these buy orders. Look at the way they're coming in. We know all this stuff. Right? You know everything, and I don't want to say we know everything. I don't want to put it that way. I'm just saying that guy knows nothing. He stands in front of a camera reading off lines from the side on the script, but perfect lighting, even when he's outside, perfect sound, even when he's outside. Like, there's so many things that I could tell you production wise on these videos that make zero sense.
So it's like an industry plant.
I'm trying to tell you, man.
That is
Hey,
something that
man,
came across my mind because it's
listen, when you're a YouTuber, Ralph,
Mhm.
we're doing videos live right now. We go live. We do these things daily, hourly. You see the technical issues we might have with sound
Mhm.
and or graphics or screen, anything. You get none of that. No, you're not that good. I'm sorry. I know. Trust me. There's moments where I rip, where I feel good, and I'm in here and I'm going, and then I'm like, how the hell do I only have 3,000 views and this guy has 90,000 subscribers tomorrow?
Mhm.
He's not saying anything. And it's the same thing I see for everyone else. And I'm just like, this is crazy, man.
Well, if
Yeah,
you feed the
absolutely crazy.
narrative,
Yeah,
I think.
I think we could go do that. Should I start that tomorrow? Hey guys, AMC to the moon, guys.
Don't clip that.
AMC, number one stock on this market. The manipulation's real. There's billions of synthetics. Yes, buy it now. Hold it, guys. Do not sell. I don't care. I don't care what the insiders are doing. More for us. Yes, you're that guy.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Yes,
new guys popping up out of nowhere
bro.
that weren't, because
This
I,
whole
I
crowd,
was I was peop-
antifreeze in their dinner, bro. Antifreeze in their dinner. That's all I can tell you.
what's going on, Ernie? It says good morning, Ralph. It's been a while.
Yes, stacks. Yes, they are slotted in Roblox. You know what? There's that January window, right? Like, and I know you. I forget what they call it, but
January effect.
yeah, the first week of January
Yeah.
every year. So it resets the market, and then you'll see a bull run after. It'll run right after that. So right now is what you see is a sell off from that window, from the run ups in December for the whole month for the profit taking that was taken. But every first week of January, you see that. Am I right on that, Ralph?
Yeah.
You tell me.
Historically, you should have you
Historic.
should see like a January run.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking, like spies in a rally, but we're not seeing that, and that's because of the Fed minutes that came out Wednesday for the
Yeah.
dates December
For
14 to 15.
tapering all the way through
And that's one of the things I
March.
also mentioned in my macro video for this year, that just because they say 3 rate hikes
Now,
after
let me tell you about
March,
your macro
it
video. I played
doesn't.
that in the truck. I played in the truck with my wife next to me. She says, "What are you listening? What is
And
this?"
I was sick too, so it sounded all
Yeah.
like
I go, "That's Ralph. He's just doing what he does, babe.
Mhm.
Just listen." And then I'm like, she's like, "Do you understand what he's saying?" I was like, "Yes, honey. Yes." I was like, "Go study, please." And she's like, "Well, what's going to happen?" I was like, "What's going to happen? Just letting you know. So we're stuck in this rut until interest rates get increased, and then you really see the true value of this market,
Mhm.
and it's going to happen. But who knows? Almost 6 million in volume in the first hour. Thank you,
6
Ravens
million.
Cal.
Usually, what is it? Like one?
Bro,
Less than
for
one?
200,000, 300,000,
Yeah.
it's absolutely nothing in the first day. We're going to break 12 million shares. We break 12 million shares. It'll be the first time since September we
Mhm.
broke 12 million shares on GameStop, guys. Max Payne's 145. Any guesses where we end
150.
today?
My guess would be 150.
Let me go look. I have no guess yet. Oh, yeah. I'm going to go with about 140. Not even that.
40?
Maybe 135. I'll go 135.
What is that place?
135.
That wouldn't be bad. That would be yesterday's peak. Trading
That's my
hours.
plan. Well, somebody bought there. So if you bought there, then that's what it is. And that's where it'll be.
It's just been getting slaughtered. Look, in the 5 minute,
Oh, yeah.
just
It's short ladder attacks, brother. This is,
crazy.
let me call it a long ladder attack. Even look at the 3 minute. Ooh, it's gross. 2 minute. Even, oh, yeah. Everything's gross. Gross. Guys, can I tell you guys something? If I sound like I have no energy today, it's because I don't. Man, yesterday, 2 live streams, GameStop going crazy. I was drained.
It's draining, right? Like the
Yeah.
YouTube thing, it could be draining, guys. You guys don't understand. It can be draining, like on your mental health. That's one of the
Just
reasons why I kind of cut back on streaming too, just to focus on other
being here in
things.
front of the camera and then just,
Sitting down
always
too.
up.
Sitting down is not
Yeah.
good for you.
No, sitting down. Trust me, I thought about buying one of those standing desks.
Treadmill desk,
Yeah,
food
they have
wipes.
them. The one I had, you hit a button and it raises on its
Yeah.
own. And I was like, yo, this would be so cool. And it was all white. It was an awesome desk. And dude, crazy expensive, but I wanted one. And then my wife was like, you don't need that. You already have a desk. I was like, yes, honey.
You need a
You're right.
Peloton. That's what you need.
Yeah, I want to die like Mr. Big Peloton bike while I'm here on the street. Guys, by the way, GameStop's trending. GameStop's bouncing up right now off the ground from 137 all the way going to hit 140. Marantz is going to end 135. But, look at the trend. Look what you see. So this is wild. And I know this is usually the time where we get off the stream because we're right here at 8 o'clock.
Because
But
then
I'm
everything
reading the
just
chat.
dies down, huh? The
Yeah,
market,
you'd like
especially
him,
on
Marantz,
Fridays.
but he wants to own the Jets. Oh, I would like him. I have to check him out, though.
Gary V, yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to check him out. If Stack says I like him, then I'll check him out, bro. Time to diversify, people. AMC, GME, let's have him go. Thank you, Houston. Hey, this Gadsby from Houston, man, has been knocking on my channel about AMC. And
Yeah.
yesterday he took off with me. He was all GameStop yesterday. I'll tell you that. But
Yeah, I saw Gatsby. I'm like, wait a minute. I think I've seen it in my channel too. I think that's where he came from. Gatsby of Houston. Speaking of NFTs, I also had another question for the
I didn't even
marketplace.
notice that. Did you see
What,
this?
what, Spy?
No, they said that I look like I'm on the moon right now.
That's what I'm saying. Because look, my wallpaper is the Earth. So, and
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
right
yeah,
here.
yeah.
Look,
Yeah,
you
that's
see?
awesome.
I'll put you up
Yeah,
here.
I'm on my way. I'm on my way. Yeah, I'm going to the moon.
Wow,
I'll
Spy's
see you.
coming down.
That was Rich Jacob. Hey, shout out to Rich Jacob. This dude, and I know the Spy's coming down. Rich Jacob went and made a damn Twitter account just to follow the Twitter that I post on. So I'm very active on Twitter. I think you know that.
Oh, yeah.
Way more active than you.
Yeah, no, every time I open my Twitter, I always see who you reply to first. It's like the algorithm, and it's Adam
Yeah.
Marantz tweets, and I'm
Oh,
always
yeah.
dying like at the replies because you
I
get a lot,
smash
you
on
get a
that
lot of
shit,
hate,
bro.
and sometimes on Twitter, like I just reply just to troll, and I get
Yeah.
so many replies trying to defend, and I'm like, what are you guys talking about? Like I'll
I'm
show
reading.
proof of insider selling, and they still don't believe it. I'm like, yo, the
Oh,
insiders
yeah.
are
It's
dumping. They're like,
crazy,
no, they're
bro.
not. I'm
I
like,
knew it
look
the
at
minute
this
it happened,
this
bro.
SEC filing here. How are you gonna say no, they're not?
That's why I have the website I use.
Bitcoin is
Walmart for
sub
all of them.
40.
Sub 40, 39? When are you selling,
Wait,
dude?
wait.
Well, you can't sell now.
I'm not gonna sell it. I'm just gonna hold it. It's at 41.3. What do you mean sub 40? It might be lagging then. Yeah, everything's coming down. One thing I've noticed is the crypto is moving exactly in accordance with like the overall stock market too. So much for an inflation hedge, right?
Yeah, well, that's my whole point. So the hedge to inflation is Bitcoin and or crypto.
You're a gold guy?
But what's it worth? Yeah, I'm not even that right now. I'm
Oh
I can't even
man.
be a cash guy. I can't be nothing, man. I'm pessimistic at this point. Like I don't belong here on this planet. Not at the moment. Like I guess you just got to buy Apple,
You can't go
right?
wrong
Like
with those stocks in the long run either.
yeah.
I mean, everything's coming down right now. Tech stocks, Apple new low
Even
170.
Costco, even Costco's down today. So that's what tells me everything I need to see.
Costco down 2%.
Yeah, this market
Costco's
is
one of those monster stocks. Look at that.
dude.
Oh my gosh.
Mon-
Look at that.
monster, monster.
That's what they call
Yeah,
them, monster stocks. I think those Jesse Livermore, one of those books I read.
yeah.
They call monster stocks.
Can you go look at T Rowe?
What is that?
T Rowe Price. It's an investment firm bank.
What's the ticker?
TRO.
Roll?
Yeah, T Rowe. TROW.
Oh, 188.
Right there. Yeah, but look at the chart for me. Look at the 5 year, the 2 years, the
It
2 years.
looks like Costco.
Yeah, that's my
You have
point.
your little
There you
COVID
go.
drop here. I mean,
There
imagine
you
the
go.
people who bought the dip and held.
Hey, brother,
You bought the dip.
imagine. Come on, man. Well, I'm trying to give you guys some tips here. I'm trying to give you guys the ones. And you guys don't want to listen to me. So it is what it is. I mean, I can't say it to everybody. That's what they told me today in Discord. My crew in Discord says, Marantz, you can't say it to everybody. I was like, okay. Good morning, Ernie Garcia. Welcome to it, brother.
As they said, what do they say? Like you can't teach a pig to fly.
Bro.
Number one, it bothers a pig, and number two, it can't.
That's pretty good. That's
I have
pretty
like a
good,
lot of
bro.
sayings in my head that I just sometimes can't remember.
Wait until you see the merch. What merch? Oh, my AMC Punk Channel merch? Nah, bro. Only super chats will be allowed. Ma will be deleting every non-super chat post. I'm working on all that, guys. You convinced me. AMC to the moon. Oh man, you guys are ridiculous. Yeah. Oh, nothing. Dixie Normus, never heard that one. It's like bend over. Yeah, or Mike Hunt. I ever tell you this? I don't know if I ever told you this. So my dad. Well, I believe I've said this before. My father's a DJ,
Oh
and
yeah.
and so he's playing at this like charity event,
hmm
and he's the DJ, and so they're like he first off like at the start of it, he's gonna DJ for 24 hours for free. And that's the first thing. So he's gonna play music, and they're gonna be doing laps
hmm
to fight cancer research and all this stuff. And there's thousands of people there. So he tells everyone, "Hey guys, check it out. Welcome to Relay for Live. If you want to request a song, here's my phone number. Get out your phones right now. Yeah, everyone, get out your phone. Take down my number. Text me." And so my mom is there, and my mom's like, "Is this you trying to get girls' numbers? Like, like whatever it may be." And he's like, "No, no, 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 nothing like that." My dad, he's cool. He's like, "All right, whatever." So he says, "Text me your request and then put your name on it." Right. So next thing you know, hey, I have his phone in my hand and I'm reading. And he's like, "Yeah, I just want to give a shout out right now to Mike Hunt." I'm like, "No, don't say that. No, don't read it. Don't read it." And they had them all, dude. I want to give a shout out to Vando. And people were like laughing because I didn't even know. I was like, "Pops, hey, man, like, do you hear what you're saying?" He's like, "No, what's that?" I go, "No, stop it. Stop it." I stop reading the people's names, like whatever it may be. So then like at 2 a.m, somebody requests Queen, and he's an idiot. And he play and the best way I can say this, he plays the song "Another One Bites the Dust." And it's the most inappropriate song to play at a fight cancer relay where people are like,
Oh man.
and another one down, and another one down, another one bites the dust. Hey, it was absolutely crazy. This dude is so mind numbing, like
Oh
just lie.
man.
He's like, "Oh, it's a good song," and I'm like, "Pup, they just told you to turn it off. Like these people are going crazy." There was like these Karens running over, "Turn that off right now." So, oh man, so that's what I think about whenever I see these funny names and stuff. I think
Like the
about that
bend
moment. Like,
over.
yeah, bro, just the same. Dude, they had them all,
I
dude.
had that
I
all the
can't even tell
time.
you.
Like last year, people were sending super. Like, can you say like a quick shout out to? I think they did it to Trey. I remember
Yeah.
this one because I was dying. It was a Spanish cuss word.
No way,
And
bro.
he said it. I was dying. Oh my gosh.
I trip out on whenever they get Matt with a super chat and they'll tell him to go check out this stock. And then he's like, yeah, what is this? BBC. Okay. And everything, bro. It's wild.
Because
They
as
get
a
them good.
YouTuber, like you have so many thoughts, like the
Yeah.
charts,
Yeah, you don't
the
know. You don't know what
chat.
to say.
You can't. You
It's-
like your mind's somewhere else. That's why
And
Robert Brown's
can
always
you check
trolling
out
me.
iCup? And they're like,
Yeah.
yeah, ICUP, and he's like stuff like that. So and they're just dumb, these people. But it's cool.
Yeah, it was
12
Molly
steps is
Stunks.
here. How did 12 steps get here?
I have a feeling
Hey,
let's see a rebound. Let's see a rebound.
I want to know how 12 steps got here, bro. You don't know 12 steps, huh?
What do you mean 12 steps?
That's his name. His name is 12 steps.
Oh, I
You
thought the
don't know him.
chart. I thought you meant the chart.
No, bro. 12 steps,
steps
dude.
down.
This guy's an idiot. He's here. Yeah, everybody knows him. All my guys know him. I don't know how he got here. Maybe because my name's clicked on here. You have my name on the.
Oh, he has a Raider logo?
Yeah, that guy's something else, bro. Yeah, it's something else. Oh, I bought puts on GME at 120. Oh, yeah. We know. For the last 8 months, this guy's been around. So 12 is here. That's good. Shout out to Molly Stonks.
Yeah, he's the
Sure.
one who's always telling me, like, shout out Molly Stonks.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know which ones
Wait,
those
so the
are.
OpenSea founders for the NFT platform, they just became billionaires. I'm not sure if you knew that.
Who is that?
The OpenSea where you trade the NFTs.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I know. What about them? What do they
How
do?
does that like what? How is that gonna be like
Oh,
GameStop? Like, how does that relate to GameStop?
so
What do
so
you,
I'll
are you gonna
explain.
be a creator? I know for the website you were able to sign up to be a
Yeah, I
creator or
was. I was
whatnot.
able to put in, but you know what's crazy? Like, I want everyone to understand what like OpenSea and any like Wax, any of these guys who are developing NFTs and trying to have a marketplace for them, trying to be relevant. I would tell you they're going to be more like MySpace,
Mm-hmm.
like where they got there first,
Mm-hmm.
and it was cool, it was fun, everybody got in. But now you have the big boys coming over. So somebody actually has a plan. They're not trying to make money off of it right away, just like Facebook. They're literally trying to set up a network that'll be bigger than any platform. Trying to do it the right way. So dot the I's, cross the T's, all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I think OpenSea is going to get beat out, and it's going to be GameStop.
Or if it
I really
doesn't get
do.
beat out, there'll just be a couple big players, you know,
Yeah, I mean, it
like
could run
social media
simultaneously. I mean,
platforms, Twitter,
well, look at like Spotify. You got
yeah,
Spotify, iTunes,
Apple,
and or whatever other music app you use, even YouTube
YouTube.
Music.
Yeah.
But I just think it's going to happen. It's going to happen. You'll have
The thing I like is
multiple
GameStop
horses
has
running.
that brand, you know. It's like
Man,
you just
brand
recognize it, you just
recognition.
know it. Yeah, it's like Radio Shack.
You pay
That's
for
all.
brands, bro.
Yeah.
You pay for brands. And I'll give you a different one. And don't say Radio Shack. What the
No, the
hell?
reason I
Company that
brought
went out of
the
business.
reason I brought no Ty Lopez, you know who that is, entrepreneur, he bought him out. So he has this company called I think it's like REV, like Revenue Enterprise, some Ventures, something like that.
You see this Central Exchange, DX Exchange.
He bought Radio
Gabe Sherman.
Shack and they're doing NFTs now. I'll pull up the
Right.
website. So
No,
he's
it's cool,
trying to
but Gabe Sherman, you're right. But what are you gonna say when GameStop's the everything? Like it's not about what it is right now. I think GameStop's going a whole different way. Bring cryptocurrency to the mainstream. Oh, and he's using Radio Shack as the
yeah,
name.
like you said, you buy the
Yeah,
brand, so
by the
people
brand.
recognize Radio Shack. You kind of have that trust already, you know. It's not like this random brand that
Yeah, that's pretty smart,
this
actually.
guy's brilliant, bro. Telepis is really smart. He is not only that he reads a lot, he's brilliant,
What's his
but
name? Jay Lopez.
Ty Lopez, where it's in right here, REV. Retail, I said revenue,
Mhm.
retail e-commerce ventures. So that's his partner, Alex Mayer. I met this guy too. I met both of them. These guys are brilliant people, and it's not only that they're brilliant; they surround themselves with brilliant people too.
Right, co-invest in iconic brands.
So they bought Radio Shack, Pure One, Dress Barn, all these companies here.
Oh wow,
They have
Pier
Mental
One,
Box.
Steinmart. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I know some of these.
Yeah,
Wilhelmina,
I've never heard of that.
not bad.
Ralph and Russo.
No, don't know Ralph and Russo.
It
Might be
says
clothing.
celebrity and royalty women's luxury brand since 2010.
Yeah. But Steinmart, that
Steinmart.
bullshit, it went out of business right where I live. Gross place to shop.
Kyoto
I
says
remember
Telep is a scammer.
but linens and things I know. But my wife, not my wife, my sister went shopping at Steinmart. Like she came down to visit and she didn't have any clothes. She goes, "Oh, I gotta go shop. Let me go get some clothes." And I was like, "Okay, well, Walmart's there, Target's there." She's like, "Oh, no, we're going to Steinmart." I was like, "Who? Who are you? Who goes to Steinmart?" Not me.
There we go.
Ty
I
Lopez
think this is
is
the
gonna,
GameStop reversal we were just talking about right now. I think we found some support at 136, which happens to be
yeah,
the price
bounce
line
back
I
up.
have here. Which is what? Yeah, I just created this today, 136, which was a high yesterday. There we go. So not
Okay.
bad.
Yeah, if that I mean, but that's your new support. So something like I've said, somebody bought in at 135, right? So like there's new
Demand.
holders there.
Hmm.
So you want to get to that level. No one's going to try to take profits below that level. So it has to bounce. That's just me. So there
Yeah,
you
it can't
go.
it can't just sell off. Like there has to be,
No,
there
no,
has
no,
to be
no.
bounces.
And then there's value. There's value. What do you say, Robert? Do something about it. I don't know about who
The
or
Ty
about what.
Lopez, the scammer.
Yeah.
He's not a scammer. He sells programs. So it's like YouTubers who sell courses, right? Like, oh, buy my course, I'll teach you how to trade.
Hmm.
Like his courses are legit. Trust me, I was the first one. I think I told you about this. I'm a big fan of buying courses. I told you about the what's it, Jordan Belfort.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
had I had
You're a
hopped
big
in.
fan. You said, "Well, this is terrible." Here we go. Go ahead. He's the best seller of
No,
all time.
how are he? He's no, not just that, but Ty Lopez. Like these guys have legit courses. It's just the reason people call him a scam is when they don't see results.
yeah.
He
Well, you have to put in the work. So, like
exactly.
anyone,
It takes hard work.
you can go to any seminar and you walk out of there, and these guys are going to give you tips and tricks on how to invest or how to sell or how to carry yourself. And if you don't expand beyond that one meeting, it's never going to work.
Yeah.
Never. Have you ever seen a guy get the Mary Kay book or the Avon book? I don't say a guy or
Herbalife.
a girl. Herbalife, same thing. And they'll tell you, hey, man, you can make six figures. You can do this. But if you don't dive in,
Hmm.
if you don't go at Primerica, if you don't go all in and embarrass yourself, then it's never
I
going to
used to
work.
do Primerica in high school,
Oh,
like
God, you're
freshly,
so gross.
and
You're so
I
gross.
tried so hard, like I put everything
Oh,
in it. I'm telling you,
you're so
I'm like
gross.
18, 17, and
Oh,
that's when I knew like something was wrong because I would go to it was in Rancho Cucamonga. You're familiar with the area,
yeah.
right? It
Yeah,
was like a 1 hour
very.
drive. I'd drive out there, right? You'd go in and they'd be screaming and celebrating, and I immediately knew something was wrong. I'm like, why are they doing that? And they hype themselves up,
Yep.
and I'm like, this looks like a cult in my
Now,
in
well,
my
not only
head.
that, dude, it's wild. So like I I know the head guys for like everyone out here, right?
Yeah.
So they go and they convince one of the family members to start selling. So that family member has to then in turn talk to 30 people that they know. And then those people have to talk to 30 people. So they'll give you a list. Like they go, here, write down 30 people that you think we should talk to. And then
Yeah.
it's like, well, hold on. So then it's just networking, right? Like a big pyramid scheme type style. And they walked into my house and it was my wife and I sitting there. And I was like, I named my employer. I said, I don't need any insurance, I don't need anything. I work for this person.
Mm.
And they were like, oh, yeah, you are good. And then I start talking.
Yeah.
And when I started talking, instead of trying to sell me the
Uh-huh.
shit, they tried to hire me. And I was like, hold up. You don't come into my house, offer me a job. I was like, I have a job. So for the next 2 years, these guys were coming to my work, trying to get me to work. And they're just trying to get me to network, with higher level people. And I was like, it's not going to happen, man. I can't believe in something that seems so, I don't know, so second rate.
Mhm.
It's just that way. Like I'm honestly, like the way I manage my money, I'm not calling Webull. Like Webull and Robinhood seem like a cheap way to make money. Like it's like I don't know. It's just not reputable to me. So when I'm looking at Fidelity, or if I look at T. Rowe Price and or Vanguard or anywhere else that I might have money, like you just like, okay, these guys actually know what they're doing. That's
Mhm.
just me. So that's the way I see it. So I couldn't get
It's like
involved with it.
Robinhood.
Yeah,
I,
it's
I
just
started
like
off with
Robin.
Robinhood, and I felt comfortable because it was just so simple. That's why I would always give like credit to where it's due for Robinhood. All the
Yeah,
shady things they've done over the last year. I think their brand is forever tainted. Their reputation is kind of destroyed. There's that quote that Warren Buffett says that it takes years to build up a reputation, but it takes like a second for you to destroy it. So I think
yeah,
they went that route. But I mean, as a high schooler, man, I was using Robinhood on my phone, so they kind of, because I was always like, I always had this thought that you couldn't use any other brokers unless you had this amount of money or you were a certain way, right? So I was like, Robinhood kind of. I was like, I'm gonna just use him. I
No,
felt like I fit
so
in perfectly with Robinhood, and then it wasn't until I opened up a TD Ameritrade account, and here we are today. I'm still in TD
yeah, so
Ameritrade.
I've had Fidelity and I've had T. Rowe Price, and then I remember I was at work. This is like pandemic time frame, and it was during the pandemic for sure. And we had a new guy coming to work, and he was like, "Hey man, you know what Robinhood is?" And I was like, "Yeah, I know what Robinhood is." He's like, "Well, check out my Robinhood app." And like I looked at it and I was like, "Wow, that looks cool." And he was like, "Yeah, man, I get 2 free shares if you open up an account. You want to open an account?" I was like, "Okay." And what did we buy? Ford. We
Hmm.
bought Ford at like $3. It was ridiculous. And I was like, "All right." He's like, "Hey, so what else should we buy?" And so he was buying NIO
Hmm.
at like $3, $4. He was buying but here's the difference though. Okay, here's the difference for everyone out there that knows about these apps and doing things and investing money. He went straight to margin. Saying when
Oh.
you load up 25 grand, 20 grand, 30 grand, whatever it may be, they're willing to give you 30 grand right there on the spot. And you're thinking you can out trade margin, the the interest rate that it is. And I'm telling you, don't do it. Oh my God, is that financial advice? I don't mean to give it to you, but shit, man. And don't do it if you're brand new to the app
You're gonna blow
or
yourself
to
up.
trading. It's ridiculous. So if you're making risky bets with margin and on companies that are still speculative
Hmm.
or they're not grounded, they're not real.
Hmm.
NIO is that, right? Any of these EV companies that haven't delivered vehicles beyond anything that Tesla could ever do in 1 quarter. What Tesla does in 1 quarter, I want to see you do that for in span of 1 year or 2, 3, 5 year span. And you can't
Rivian.
because they're the only ones to actually transition from cost, just how costly it is. So Rivian has
Ri-
delivered 163 vehicles and it has $1 billion market cap, billions already.
Mhm.
And people are all in it. And I'm
Lucid
telling you, show me when you can mass produce these things rather than just producing
prototype.
163. Go look at Lucid. They have the same issue.
Elon said the same thing. He's like, it's easy to have a prototype, but it's hard to have production.
Oh, mass production
Yeah.
and then buy and then maintenance.
Yeah.
There's a whole nother world in vehicles, and it's maintenance parts and services that people forget. We're like, oh yeah, I got a flashy new car. Yeah, what about the maintenance on it? So, and then you have to have a whole program for that too. So, I was looking at him. I thought he was absolutely crazy. And when CCIV, not CCIV, when NIO went up to $66 last year, well, now 2 years ago, it was in like December timeframe. This dude was dancing on the ceiling, like literally dancing on the ceiling.
Mm.
It went up to $67, right? 66, right?
66.99.
Yeah, I told you. When was that? December? Didn't tell you.
Yeah, December around there.
Um,
New Year
well,
actually.
New Year,
Literally a
yeah,
year ago today. Right
yeah, a
around
year
there.
ago. There you go. He was dancing, bros. Okay, this guy was dancing.
Hmm.
He got margin called 2 months later. Margin called, flat out. Hey, I've never seen a man so depressed in my office. And this dude was walking around. I'm the greatest investor. I can do this. 100 grand in, guys. 100 grand. Looking at me, Marantz, what are you doing over there with that Dogecoin? You know me, man. Was I embarrassed? Yeah, I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed because dudes were making crazy money. And I was like, you know what, man? Let me find something that I like. And that's when I went to GameStop. But with that same time frame, this dude's dancing on the ceiling. Ask him where he's at right now. Ralph, he turned that 100 grand. Watch this. I'm going to tell you exactly what happened. Turned the 100 grand into 67 shares of GameStop. Hold on, that doesn't add up, Marantz. 67 shares does not add up to 100 grand. You're absolutely right. It does not. But after he was margin called and had to take losses on other stocks and everything at the very end of the day, I think he only had like 18 grand left.
That's what I was
And
about
then
to
he
say.
put it all into his GameStop and he walked away. He walked away and he says, I don't want to see it. I don't want to look at it. I checked on him a couple months ago and I said, hey, you still have those 67 shares? You still okay? You look at me and goes, nah, man, I sold at a loss. I'm out. He got beat. He got beat down for the last 2 years. And it's because he didn't have discipline
Hmm.
and he didn't understand what the hell he was doing. Okay. I was like anyone else out there. If it's too good to be true, it's too good to be true. relax, invest in good companies, smart companies, the leadership, all of it, guys. You want to invest on the book? Go read the book and understand the ledger. Do you owe any money? What's the profits? Where are they headed? You can do all of that. And in this stock that I own, GameStop, where I'm all in it every damn day, and I'm happy that Ralph is in it today. Hopefully, the last 6 months that I've been beating him over the head with info, and everyone else, I don't care who. I'm telling you guys, there's a reason why I go this route and why I feel good about it. And there's people out there that are going to tell you, well, look at the price action. Don't you lose? Don't you, these roller coasters, don't you lose it? Like, no, I have nothing. I have euphoria. There's no peaks and valleys for me. So I don't have to worry about what the CEO's doing. I don't have to worry about what anyone else is doing besides me and my investment, because I know that it's going to churn the way I want it to. It really is. And I won't be here in 2 years telling you I lost 100 grand and it's down to 18 grand. It's not possible. So this is not financial advice. It's just simply common sense advice. Thank you so much for that, Robert Brown. Yes, absolutely. Yes.
That's what he said. I think he said Roblox was getting destroyed.
That was the other guy. Yeah.
Oh.
But Robert was just saying that what I'm giving is not financial advice, it's just common sense. You and I, it's not so common though, brother. I'm just gonna tell you that. I like what Hot this year said. I asked my mom for $200 to start my Primerica when I was 19. She said, "Get out of here."
They sell me $100. I think you pay 100 up front to get in, and like a month later they reimburse you. And then I had to stop going, and they called me, "Hey, we have your $100 check if you want to come pick it up." And I never went.
Wow. Well, there was half a share of GameStop, but
All
that's
right.
how I see it. Yeah, somebody got rich. No, yeah, I'll tell you what. So my brother and I, growing up, we were like in 4th grade, and everyone's like, the twins. We're gonna sign them up and put them in commercials and TV and everything. You got to go see a talent scout or whatever. And sure enough, there goes my parents with their last $80 or whatever. We walk in, they sign up. And this talent scout did? He goes, "Yeah, you guys are some good looking boys. All right, we got you. Let's take some pictures. There we go. All right, we'll put you on." He's all right. And call us back in a week and we'll see if we have anything for you. And we're going to fish you around. And we're like, okay. Yeah. A week later, that phone number didn't work.
Oh.
The guy was all gone. It was all nonsense. It was all gone. And yeah, it was set up in like some random office somewhere that didn't exist anymore. He took me for $80, took my dad for $80 back then. This is in 90s, 80s.
The hustlers.
You couldn't chase him down, bro.
Apparently there's this video on Twitter about crypto. Let me see. All the memes come out when Bitcoin's crashing.
I have
Izzy G,
experience.
welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. How you doing, bro?
The best crypto ass.
99.999.
The luxury EV of China virus. Oh, stop it, bro. He spells it China.
Percent of the people that own Bitcoin are fucking morons.
Robert Brown, can I exercise a covered call or a call to cover? I exercise 100 shares, sell 60 shares to cover the 40 and receive 40 shares of exercise. Am I thinking bad because I need margin or cash to work? I have no idea, Gabe, what you're asking. If you're asking to exercise without settling, I don't know how that's possible. So he wants to exercise the call to pay for his settlement. I don't think it works that way. But I don't exercise. I don't do any of that. Not only calls, but exercise in real life, apparently.
Oh, wait,
so
what?
If you don't have a margin account, you can only sell the contract back. Yeah.
And especially if you're doing margin with options, that's like you're playing with fire.
Dude.
You're asking to get wrecked. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Is that what he's talking about?
Yeah, Robert Brown just told him right now.
Oh my god.
Robert Brown says no, just what I said. You got to have the money to settle. You just can't get it on loan like that. So no, not going to happen. That would be free money at that point. Trying to buy anything in the money. The EVs won't sell at a high rate in the Northeast or Northwest. Ask those people who sat on the I-95 in Virginia for 20 hours during the snowstorm. Those batteries died and they didn't move. Wow, Ravens, good point. Good point. I think we talked about that. Like, what are you going to do when the flooding stations get flooded and the electricity goes everywhere? They're like, it's not going to be safe. You can't even get to your vehicles.
I saw a video of a Tesla just driving through like this crazy flood. You didn't see it?
No.
I need to send you that.
Bruce Hair Salon. Last chance to pick up more GME for me. Yeah, that's everybody, man. We're trying. Buying EDU and UXIN. going all in, I guess. Load up on the rocket to the moon. Yes, I totally agree with that. And yeah, I know it. Common sense, damn sure ain't so common.
Common
Exactly.
sense, yep.
Gabe Sharman, are you in Ralph's Discord? I don't know if he is. I don't know if he is, but he can be. Ralph, are you going to post that to the chat? I mean, I can post it.
Let me see.
Hey, by the way, I forgot my password on Discord. So, you know how like I'm a moderator on your Discord?
Mhm.
They're like, you get no admin rights until you have a 2-step authenticator. And my first step is my own password, and I don't know it. So I'm like, I guess I just have the mod symbol, the little frog next to me. But I'm not.
The little angry cop.
Don't worry, guys. I'm a fake mod on that.
Man, there's still. I mean, the market was coming down right now. It's not looking too great on a Friday.
Oh, I don't know if you saw my live. Well, you still have. You said you didn't see it, but I
need to
did a
rewatch
poll. No, I did a poll. So I did a poll on both live streams, on the first one and the second one. The poll was, how many shares do you own at GameStop?
Should we do it right now?
And, well, you can. And so you set it up with 4 answers, right? And my first answer was yes, no, 10 or 100, whatever, no. And then the next one I did was 50 shares, 100 shares, 500 shares, and even 1,000 shares, whatever it may be. You know what I found out? That out of the 600 and some people that were watching yesterday on the live stream, 700 something, I think it was something like that. It was maybe even 1,000, I don't remember. But at one given time, I had like 130 people, 135 people in there. But I only had 139 votes. Okay. Out of the 139 votes, 83% had more than 50 shares each. So if that's a good indicator as far as how many people own or how many shares they own, you know, if you're doing percentages on polls, over 53% owned more than 100 shares. So do you own AMC, GME?
I'm curious about this one.
Yeah, that's easy. Mr. I own both crowd. Pro. Well, some of my guys own like 1 share of AMC though. So
and vice versa.
You need me to boot you? We'll gladly boot you, Marantz. There you go. That's the problem.
I shouldn't have done the poll because this just messed up this chat.
No, you're fine.
It blocked. Oh, there we go.
No, you're fine. It just moves. You're fine. It's not a big issue.
Just GME.
Does my 2 shares of AMC count? Hey, Ravens, that's what I'm talking about. I was talking about you specifically. I know Ravens owns 2 shares of AMC. See, there's this old moderator, old person who used to be in our chat a long time ago, named Stephanie, and her husband. They used to watch the channel with us. And Steph used to, you know, she was like, please don't talk so bad about AMC, all that. I was like, cool, whatever. But she understood where I was coming from. They're a snake in the grass. But so she stopped watching. And for whatever reason, which is cool. Like, I don't care. We've lost some people along the way. We've got some people back, and we've gotten bigger, and it's been better. But we all bought shares of AMC, even myself included, just to hold the bag for her, to say like, hey, you know, we're on your side. We got you. So Ravenstown still has 2 shares of AMC for her. I think he's the only guy who still has it, because we all sold. We were like, F this. I'm selling. It's 55. I'm selling now. So that was it. But there we go. Ruben got another 20. Another 20 GameStop. Congratulations to Ruben. He did break the 1,000 mark on shares on GameStop. So
1,000 shares, Ruben?
Yeah,
You're a whale.
Yeah, he is. Well, I've got a lot of them. I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4 people over 1,000 easy, and then 2 over 10,000.
I think I know who that is.
Yeah, you know if you know. And,
I know.
And I know a lot of other stuff too, but I'm not allowed to say the stuff. I just keep quiet. Oh man, I tell you, I'm going to talk to you one day, and we'll talk. But I don't do it in text or phone calls. That's for damn sure. It'll be in person.
Nevertheless, on YouTube, the YouTube
live. Yeah, we're gonna do it live. Anyway, guys, I know we've just been rambling about a bunch of nothing, but the truth is, we like to hang out and watch the stocks. We love the stock, and that's everything, not just GameStop. But the fact that GameStop has over 8 million shares traded back and forth today, it will break 12 million. The volume it takes to hold this down, this rocket that it is showing you right now. They're holding it down, because with 8 million, you're not selling. I'm going to show you Fidelity order numbers. I'm going to show you everything tonight, and you're going to see where we are not selling.
One thing that
GameStop on CNBC right now.
Is
So they
it
want to talk about
one
it.
thing that fascinated me was how fast this ran up after hours.
Oh yeah, and
It's
with
like
minimal volume.
it's like it just moved. Like,
50,000 volume, dude. 50,000 volume, and it moves up $40.
they're talking about
Now,
Bitcoin.
yeah, but watch this though. Now that it's down today and it's
But
trending
still has
down,
this meme
it's
stock
on
Well, they're
ability.
talking
Even
about
though
GameStop.
this wasn't surprising.
Yep.
We knew that this was coming.
There you
Sort of
go.
the meme stock crowd
I can't hear
had
it,
those
though.
shares
I have to
surging
hear
a
it
few
the
hours
way.
ago.
Well,
Yeah, I can hear it
the
now.
impact and sort of length of
they
the
go.
ability for the meme stock crowd, whoever's in it, retail investors, hedge funds, whoever's piling in for the party,
Let's gotta figure out what he wants
it
to say.
seems to be waning from where certainly it was at the end of January a year ago. And so my question is, what is moving these stocks? Why is it moving them less? Is it based on some fundamentals, or is it more based on attitudes about growth and the availability of capital? What happens when, eventually, who knows whether it's sooner or later, economic conditions themselves change significantly, not just the tone of the Fed. All of that important, I think, Carl.
Indeed, John. A lot of people making note of not just the fact that this was quietly telegraphed about 8 months ago, so why now, but also this idea, as you point out, that we're no longer in the environment where you can load a press release with a bunch of buzzwords and see shares rocket higher and then sustain themselves higher. That's not happening today.
Yeah, that's the thing, sustaining it.
Oh, because it
what
can't
happens
sustain?
as that's harder to maintain. We'll continue
This
covering
is
it,
so
of course.
stupid.
Meanwhile, Abbott Laboratories,
This is
maker
stupid.
of popular
It's
at-home
been
COVID
sustaining.
test Binax Now, headlining
No,
the
watch
Consumer
this.
Electronics
Mute
Show.
that shit.
is
Listen.
That's
lo-
over. Let's see.
No, watch this. Okay. Let me debunk everything he just said on TV really quick. These idiots who act like they're idiots, but they're probably not. They're just reading the teleprompters at this point. You can't sustain. You can't sustain. Not when there's 8 million volume out of nowhere to knock it down. It only took 50,000 shares to jump it up to $40, $60, but it's going to take you 8 million, 10 million, 12 million to knock it right back down. You want to talk about sustain? They're sustaining perfectly, but you have to short it back and forth like this because we own it all. So this is all bullshit. Just wait for the next day, wait for next week, and then you'll see it rocket. Don't give me this shit, Fox News or CNBC or anyone else out there who tells you that GameStop can't sustain, and I'm using their words, when it's up 8% off of a markdown. They forget that it was at 131 yesterday. It's sustaining just fine. But the fact that 8 million volume, oh my goodness, wasn't even bought that on after hours. So what the hell? Who's taking profits right now? Is it you? Is it me? Who's taking profits? When it went up to 180, 170, whatever, 176 yesterday at after hours, who was taking profits? Nobody. But all of a sudden today, now that New York's awake, we want to take profits and at this rate and at this ladder. No, it makes absolutely zero sense when you're investing on this market this way. There's only one stock in the whole world that works this way, and it's GameStop. And there's a reason for it. It's called manipulation to the fullest. Fuck the bullshit. I'm sorry for the cuss words, Ralph, but goddamn, bro, I can't stand it. I can't stand it because it's plain as day, and they act like they're all lemmings and dumb and just following the head in front of them. My eyes are on the head in front of me, and I'm just going to keep walking like this. I'm not going to look at the ground. I'm just going to look at the next guy in front of me and keep walking forward like this. It's ridiculous. Zombies, bro. Zombies.
No, yeah, I think it's interesting that it runs like that after hours. I mean, one thing that also intrigued me and has forever on GameStop is the float. It's unlike AMC's. What's AMC's float? 520
million
something like
shares.
that.
512.
That's insane.
Bro, and with fake chicken nuggets, you're not going to make me, it's not going to make up for the losses, man. I wish everybody the best. I do. Hey, I'm sorry to get all out of my skin there. And
I love
rant.
the
I
rants.
usually don't rant in your show.
No, I
I
love
try to
Marantz
I wanna make
Rantz.
it. Yeah, I know what I do, but I don't want to make it your show, my show. You know what I mean?
No, I like
I'm
it
not
though.
that way. Yeah. Well, I'm not going to go live today. I'm just telling you that right now. I'm not going live on my channel. I know people would want to see it live when I go, but not today. I got to go to work. I have things to do, but I am watching these markets just like you guys. And let's make it 1 billion shares.
Will
Let's get
AMC
it- yeah, let's
dilute this
approve the
year?
500
Will
million.
AMC,
Yeah, let's do it.
you
I'm
think
down with
AMC's
that.
gonna dilute this year?
Yeah, AMC has an option to sell 50 million shares. Pennies, bro. Pennies. There's so much that's going on with those guys. They had 5 million shares, 5.5 million shares to award to their insiders. And they exercised, 9 of them exercised the option to their shares on the 3rd. which was 4 days ago. The price of the stock at the time was around $26 a share. Right now it's at 22. Why would any of them sell right now? They won't. The one guy that did sell, they're laughing at. So he sold. One of the insiders did sell, and he sold instantly the minute he got the shares. So these guys are doing this rinse and repeat. Like, oh, but Marantz, that's how they get compensated. No, that's not how they get compensated. The actual value of their contract is that the shares would be trading at around somewhere around $10, $7 in that range. You're double that right now. You're almost 3 times that at times. So he's definitely pocketing money. I mean, they all are, right? How the hell could a guy like Sean Goodman come into the job, make $400,000 to $600,000 a year on salary, plus bonus at another $700,000? So he's making about $1.4 million, and then his stock trades are worth $12 million in 2 years off of a dead company that's not making anything. The dude just made $15 million in the last 2 years. That's just wild. The actual salary of your boy Adam Aaron, he hasn't made more than $5 million to $6 million in any given year, other than this COVID year and this year. And he's already made over $100 million for him and his kids. So, and I have to say his kids because he awarded them 500,000 shares.
It was 250 each, right?
You guys do the math.
It was 250 each.
Yeah, 250,000 each.
You know, they probably sold them.
Oh my God! If GME rips up $30 right now, Marantz will go live. Marantz will go crazy again. And I will go to work again. I have to go to work, guys. But it is going to bounce right now, guys. I feel it'll get up. What was the number I said? 135, but it's already beaten that. It's at 140 right now.
This might be the move, man. Remember Discovery?
141.
Viacom was the other one.
Can I tell you something, though, Ralph? Let's just make this pledge right now. And I know you say GameStop's in your forever account now, which is great. I'm happy it belongs there. But if you're going to start day trading, okay, which I'd never have a problem with if you want to touch GameStop that way, you go do whatever the hell you got to do. But tell people that you're buying GameStop when you do, man, because it gets me jacked. You don't know. You told me last night. You know, we texted each other last night. Right?
It trips me out that you kind of knew already.
Yeah,
you had this feeling that I was gonna buy.
I just know if you hang out with me long enough, you're gonna know what I know, right? So, and it's undeniable. I used that phrasing the other day on my show. I was like, you guys want to know what it's like to be the top in the world at what you do? Just be undeniable. Like, you want to be the best YouTuber in the world? Be undeniable. There's nothing that anyone can say or click or do different that's going to change the way you present yourself. So when my investments came about that way, I'm thinking GameStop wants to be undeniable. These guys are like me, where I eat, sleep, and breathe anything I get my hands on. I get a hobby and I go. There's a reason why I was like one of the best WoW players in the world. I'm still to this day, one of the top TFT players. I don't care what anybody tells me right now. Right? Like anything like competitive wise, that's the way I've always been. So it's competitive for me. And I'm telling you right now, when you start buying GameStop, my heart bumps and ticks. And I told you last night, I said, hey bro, I'm so happy for you, but it like kind of gives me validation that maybe what I say and I'm out here preaching half the time, maybe people are listening, maybe you are listening. And so it's connection to it.
Telling you that one night, I was just reading the articles on GameStop, and the next day your video is 25 reasons you need to buy GameStop.
Bro,
I'm like, this guy's reading my mind.
It's gonna be there forever. I have that video. It's called 25 Reasons to Buy GameStop, and it's gonna be there forever.
And so I remember the day you tweeted at me when I found out about you. It was like you were in Vegas. It was like an astronaut. You're like, should I buy this or something like that?
It was an astronaut suit.
That's a boom one.
I want to buy it because I want to be like you. I want to be on live with the astronaut suit on. But it was $1,500. Yeah. And you're telling me you bought yours on Amazon for like 30. And I'm like, oh, bro. I was going to buy a real life astronaut suit. And then you're like, most astronauts are short, so it's not going to fit. And I was like, okay. And then like I was driving to the next building, a big ass new hotel in Vegas, and it was a flat out astronaut on the windows, bro. I swear to God, I'll post a picture now, and maybe you guys understand. I swear to God, dude. And I went to a place and it said, show me you own GME or AMC, you get a free slice of pizza.
In Vegas.
And, yeah, in Vegas. Oh. And so I was like, bust out my phone. Here you go. We're walking on the moon, bros. So you can eat for free in Vegas, guys. You just do that. They want to know. There's a place out there that supports anyone who invests in those two companies. But hey, guys, I really want to thank you guys. I got to get going.
Marantz has to go to work, guys. We'll probably have another show.
Are you kidding?
Weeks.
I would be here all day with you guys. It's chilling, man. I got nothing to do. I'm a Marantz Rantz guy. I was live yesterday. 2 shows, guys. Go watch them again if you want to see the shit happen in real life. No edits, no cuts. There's some times where I lose audio. There's some times where I don't have the screen up. And who cares? It's real. I'm not fake. So, and I thank Ralph as always. Ralph has been a savior to me. So thank you, sir.
We'll definitely do a stream in maybe next week, in 2 weeks. We don't know yet. Hopefully we see some crazy price action.
Yeah, crazy price action should be next week. I don't know my schedule. I know I got to work these next 6 days in a row. So if you guys don't see me on live, you guys don't see me on the camera making videos, bro, I'm working 60 hours in a row right now. So I'm about to kill it, but it's worth it. And then that means I can buy more GameStop one day. That's just it. But shout out to everybody out there, guys. I appreciate you guys. Can I do my little sign off? We're good?
Yeah, I was gonna say on the title of this video, you're able to click on Marantz's channel so you guys could subscribe, but I'm pretty sure we share the same audience. I don't think there's a lot of new faces out here, but I definitely want to see the sign off. But thank you guys so much for hopping on with us today. We're gonna be live. Like you said, you work 6 days, right? Hopefully we could fit it in next week. If not,
I'll fit some in. I don't know if the Cowboy game, I'm gonna go live for the Cowboys. I still don't know what's going down. Cowboys are making the playoffs, so I think I'm gonna get ready for the Cowboys playoff game. Stream that bad boy. It was just a lot, But I just want to say thank you to all the moderators of this channel and my channel. Yes, we do share the same crowd, but Ralph does have alternate viewers outside of that, and they watch it even offline.
That's what I noticed too.
Because I noticed I look at all your stats, I look at all your stuff. I'm like, okay, this video got traction. Let's go look at that video. Whatever, I can push out this one. I do all that stuff. So I'm always trying to help you. You're always trying to help me. And I'm around. So
Gabe Sherman says if you need a calculator, hit me up. Yeah, it's hard, man. Calculus is hard. That's what I'm gonna do right now.
1 + 1 is 3. Don't ever forget that.
Oh, man.
Okay? Best advice I ever got. 1 + 1 is 3. I'm not joking with you. And that means wrap it up. 1 woman, 1 man, they make a baby. Be nervous. Okay. Hey guys, CeeDee Lamb and Dak are dodging the Corona police. Yeah, there we go. And I hope it's the flu and not the actual Corona city.
There's a lot of new variants. The Florona, the Lamborona. Oh my god.
Yeah. I'll pass it all, bro. Hey, did you see that Ashton? What is it called? Is it Aston or Ashton? Aston Martin truck.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. They came out. Everyone has a truck now. Lambo.
Yeah, but it looked like a Moon Patrol vehicle. Then my wife says, "Why are you taking a picture of it?" I was like, "Cause it looks cool." And then she's like, "You just talk shit about it. Now you're taking a picture of it." I was like, "Yeah, baby." She's like, "You're a brand whore." Hey, it's not that, bro. It's not that. I just thought it looked kind of cool when I got next to it. But hey, last thing I was gonna say about brands. Just remember, okay, guys, and this is to everyone out there. You don't think brands matter? Do you want to buy a Snickers? Or do you want to buy a piece of shit? You tell me. They look the same. I'll buy the Snickers. All right, guys.
That's a good one.
Hey, GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop. GameStop. I'll see you around, millionaires.
Peace out, everybody.